split it with you because there was 2 vials of it, right?
Welcome to Wizard Tank Games. I am your host and DM, Adam. We have had a couple of weeks off, but thanks for joining us as we are back in the saddle. Things are going as smooth as they ever do, which is to say, well, as an example, we shattered at least one fluorescent light bulb today. Nobody was badly injured, but the table is littered with slivers of glass. So let's go ahead and pick up. My wife just called myself to go make sure that she's not locked out of the house. Who would like to do a recap? I'll be right back.
There's also a hard echo on Adam right now.
Cool. I wasn't here, so I can't recap.
I wasn't either.
I was tapping out of that. That's
So last week was basically a shot till you drop episode. What?
I just.
Yeah, I was saying last week we basically had a. Can anyone hear me? I'm like talking. Hello.
We can hear you.
I think you.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Sorry.
I can hear you.
I think it's there's just like a delay. I think. Sorry. I was trying to recap.
Just Alt F4 to
Recap.
Go for it.
Do it.
Alt F4 to unmute.
Like a shot till you drop episode. Or I almost said thing. Shit. Now I forgot your name. What's your character's name again? Eric. Sorry, Eric got conned into selling his house for a bag of holding. We got some healing potions, and then we got tested by Eric's, I think, stepdaughter to go to this haunted house.
Definitely not.
And that's where we left off.
Never met her before.
Eric's stepdaughter, Duchess.
At all.
What is this?
All right, I wonder if this is any better for the microphone. Is this better on an echo?
There was no echo on the stream.
Okay, we'll take that. I mean, I'm sure that it's picking me up from other angles, but this is the best we've got for now.
Do magical damage.
We'll try to, I don't know, we'll try to adjust as best we can as we go on.
And it'll be a D8.
I didn't want my whole face
So see how it's a
covered
D6?
either.
Yeah. I'm use it one handed. It'll be a D8, and you'll add your wisdom modifier, which is a +4.
Right. So, did anybody have any other questions, comments, concerns before we dip into tonight's game?
100%.
That's awesome.
Just so you know, Mike, like when you were whispering, it was picking up word for word. So if you say anything.
Just to test, do you mind whispering your social security number?
Yeah.
Just real quietly.
Yo, all right, here, guys.
Do your bank routing number first.
Yeah, what bank do you use?
Good joke, Evan.
I know, man. I worked real hard on that.
So as
Can we mute him?
yes, as
I'll
you
kick him out of the
guys
thing.
spend the sun setting over the hills, the coolness of night is giving you a nice reprieve from the blistering summer heat. What would you guys like to do? Evan, let's catch up with you and Alton.
How am I feeling right now?
Much better.
Oh, good.
Much better.
Good. Good to hear.
They've been giving you a series of remedies. And real quick, just for my information, our guest, I don't know if this was covered or not, our guest is Tyler, and what is the name of your character?
Uhtred.
Uhtred.
Are you Uhtred's son of Uhtred?
Yes, I am.
Did he say Gunther?
Yes, he does.
Hey, Mike. We were
Yes,
talking
sir?
about that ghost bane. How was it? 2 vials, and they were each 60.
Yes.
How much do you have,
0.
dude?
You said you would do it for me, brother. You said this.
All right, I'll buy them both, and then I get one, and you can have one.
All right, thank you, sir.
So that's 120. Gosh.
I owe you. I owe you big, dude. There's no doubt about it. Yeah.
Nah, you're giving me a house.
True.
Excuse me.
Tam, I think the delay or the echo is the delay of the software. Because like you'll talk and then there's the echo. But it doesn't pick up on the stream at all. So
Is that in the book somewhere? Because I don't know how that works.
Have you seen somebody get salty?
Yo, you ever seen Make-A-Wish?
Yeah.
Bro, here, guys. Yeah, I got a post to put up on
It's so funny.
All right. Tyler, how do you spell your character's name?
UHTRED.
Oh, what is over here? Just craziness over here.
I should not be seeing this kind of thing. Stop looking, close your eyes. My word, dude. What? She's getting lonely.
And you are, again, what kind of a character?
Human
Tracy
cleric.
Thomas, Human cleric.
Yep, Healy boy for hire.
Healy boy for hire.
And what is your AC and passive perception?
17. And where's it?
It's 17, 15.
Passive perception 15.
No, it's 17 on the AC with the shield, 15 without.
Oh, gotcha.
Passive is 16.
16.
So basically,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the game. Alton, you had met this human that had been. You saw at first he was almost like peddling services for a while, almost like kind of barking, like a barker, like at the fairs or whatever. Like, hey, does anybody need anybody? Hey, you gentlemen, you look like a, like that sort of thing. Not going super well, so he instead had kind of spent the day just assisting with you were kind of buying your way into a safe place to stay that night. So offering some healing, that sort of thing, so that they would allow you to stay at the temple. So you notice this person, you guys kind of built a little bit of rapport over the course of the day. Yeah. Sweet. And it is now towards the evening. The sun is beginning to set. What would you guys like to do?
So I'm just kind of absent-mindedly playing with that dagger. I pulled it out and I'm looking at it. I retconned. I never clarified at the end of the last one. I held the dagger to that dude's throat, and then we just ended. So I took it with me. So I'm kind of playing around with it. Am I able? I'm decent at nature. Am I able to try to figure out what he actually put onto it?
Yeah, go ahead and make a. Do you have any sort of kits? Abilities to be.
I don't have a character sheet, so I probably do.
All right, just go ahead and just call this a medicine check.
Okay, medicine check. Boom, new dice. Who dis?
It has a wiener on it. That's why it's a medicine check.
What was that?
Speed. Just ignore him.
My bad.
I said it has a wiener on it. That's why it's a medicine check.
Yes. You, so throughout the course of the day, you can really only assume without using actual tools and kits and really taking the time to kind of break this down. But you can assume that it's one of the more common poisons of the northern realms of Tethir. It's called blackbriar poison.
Okay. Yeah, if I'm feeling well, I'm going to basically just kind of get up and make my way back to the group. I don't really have anything specific that I want to do in this spot.
We were at the temple last night.
Yes, actually, yeah, because you guys were headed towards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, you can see them approaching from a bit of a distance towards the main entrance of the Evergrove.
Sweet. I'm just going to put my hand on my side where I got stabbed. Hey, boys, good to see you.
You all right?
I think so. I checked it out. They wrapped me up, gave me some medicine. I think I'm all right.
What happened to you?
Bloke jumped me in an alley.
I'm not
I
there.
don't know if I'm.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I almost want to roll for if I the lights on upstairs. It's kind of like I could go up there. I mean, kind of like why would I not trust him? But then again, that's the nature of my character.
Yeah.
All right. You roll it?
Yeah, I'll roll it.
All right.
I just don't want to medic because I know.
My deception's a 14.
And he's cheating again. Oh, here you go. No, just kidding.
I don't have dice. I'm gonna use
side note, Uhtred, you see approaching the Evergrove, which is the name of this temple, what looks to be the closest thing to a band of adventurers that you've seen in this entire city.
Okay. Do I see him first? Because we know each other, right?
Yeah, I think we're
Okay.
close nearby. Yeah.
You're just not really paying attention. You've got other things in your mind.
So are you damaged though? Are you fully healed?
Not anymore. They've healed me. Yeah.
But it just hurts a little bit when you walk. So that's why you're holding it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with the theatrics here.
Yeah, I guess I go and ask this group if they need a healer for hire. But not Mike, because he's not here. So just
I'm rolling late.
I'm the latest to get there.
Yeah, this makes sense. Go ahead and describe to Uhtred what he sees in this group that's approaching. We'll just kind of go around the table. Describe yourselves and what it is that he's seeing as you guys are all kind of approaching.
Okay. You see a cloaked individual who carries himself, like a rogue. He's very light-footed, kind of, but not like your average rogue, because he's not necessarily a stealth-based type rogue. He's more of like an investigator. He's a detective. So but the one thing you notice about him the most is he's wearing a mask. You can't see his face. There's just kind of stands out in that way, if anything. Very kind of like, if it's like somebody's like to pull their cloak up and be kind of like secretive, that's kind of the vibe you get off this guy.
Like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Inspector.
Copyright.
Oh. Sorry.
I'm a teenage
Sorry.
boy. Nothing too.
Inspector Gizmo.
Banhammer.
Nothing too unique about me or stand out. A bit of a thin build. Maybe 14, 16, somewhere in that range. Dressed unassumingly.
Fair enough.
That's pretty much it. Bloody bandage.
Mike, where
What?
are you there, Eric?
I'm the last to arrive. So
Oh, okay.
you see basically Reinhardt, but my face is slightly different. Okay.
Big boy.
Thick boy, yeah.
Thick
I'm big,
boy.
I'm big.
2
I'm big.
C's.
Copyright reasons.
You're going to need a lot of healing.
Yeah. Reinhardt, no D though, so it's the same.
Okay.
So it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a great sword instead of a hammer. So
Okay. And this ugly creature to my left?
At this point, I'm probably not disguising myself, right? Because everyone kind of already knows the deal
Right.
about me, right?
Right.
So yeah, you small green guy, dirty robes, just
Do you smell?
probably.
he doesn't not.
It has been a hot summer day.
Highly likely.
All right. I
Yeah,
can heal
long-
everybody but him.
Long black dreadlocked hair. You notice I keep this short stick just close to me at all times.
I'm like a young adult monk. I have like traditional green like monk robes. I'm bald. I have a staff. Just like standard human, nothing special. Just like a pretty classic looking monk.
Okay. Lance.
You see a pretty tall silver dragonborn that the most distinguishing features are he has one black eye, the other eye is normal. And yeah, when I say black, I mean it's like just like a black orb that's set in the socket. Kind of like basic, just like leather armor. He has a long sword, but yeah, for what it's worth, tall silver dragonborn with a black eye.
Good deal.
Justin?
He already.
He said he's
Oh, did he?
monk.
I already went.
Yeah.
I want to pull Vrogs aside.
Yeah.
Hey, Vrogs, listen. When we go out here, I'm gonna put this oil on this. Do you know any ice spells?
Caught me off guard, Mike. I think I do.
How tall is Roz?
I'm like 3
foot.
I believe I know Fort Brost.
You can possibly do it with your chaos bolt.
There's a
I
chance.
don't want to actually like.
I
confirm
which bolt type?
If not,
that. No, what's your cantrips? Which bolt's the first level? Yeah, every frost. You do? Yeah. Excellent. I'll need you to do that before we go into battle on my greatsword. Okay. The blade will stick.
Got it.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. How are you? Y'all check. You need a healer.
Excuse me?
You need a healer.
A healer?
A healer boy.
Yo, yeah, we need a healer. We die a lot, particularly me.
Yeah, okay. A healer would be good.
All right, I'm down.
Okay. What's your
Okay, but hold on. He said hero for hire. So how much do we got to pay this guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
2 potatoes.
He wants 20 gold.
20 gold? I don't have any more money.
How about this? How about we just let him cut him in on whatever rewards we get for our adventures?
You get a cut.
That's fine.
A cut potato. You get
Fries?
some wedges.
Why are we talking vegetation?
Your boy is a tad bit hungry.
Why is everyone rude?
I don't know, Rob.
Says the show, man. It's hard to tell.
Alton, you doing good?
I think so. I was a bit roughed up last night, but
Yeah, you said you weren't feeling good and you had to lay down.
yeah, I might not have actually stayed in my room.
I found that out.
I took, well, it's probably, you probably pieced together that I'm quick fingered.
Sure.
I went to sell a few things that I'd picked up, and I guess the boy thought that he'd rather take what's in my pocket. And,
You haven't?
I don't think I'll do it again. But
Okay.
and I like lift up my shirt and you can see there's some bloody bandages. They he got me kind of good.
Let me
I
guess.
think I'm all right.
Let me guess. I should see him.
Definitely see that later.
Yeah.
I hope any wizards didn't put anything weird in your wound when they healed you.
All right. What was that mean? I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, lucky for him, I hid my gold pouch at the place before I left, so
Nice.
he didn't get anything.
do you know who it was?
Yeah, I got an idea. I don't want to talk about it though.
You're right. Well, let me just fill
Yo,
you
am I super choppy, Lance?
We spoke with the Duchess
I think they just can't hear us.
yesterday, and
Maybe.
We can hear you guys.
we have a bit of a test. There's a fort that they want us to clear out. Our group, I guess, to fill out, clear out.
So when I signed on for this, you told me you were going to teach me how to, fight things
Yes.
like that.
This would be a perfect opportunity. Also, it seems like you can hold your own. True.
I mean, if I get jumped, I can on my own. I've never gone into combat before.
Sure. Well, I mean, on the road.
I guess so. I don't know. I can try.
I'll be there.
All right.
What kinda-
And I kind of feel around. I mean, I've got
What's your weapons?
my weapons.
What do you like?
These, and I pull out the batons. Yes, I'm decent with them.
Did I have 2 silver daggers from them?
Oh, what are you doing?
I didn't bend it.
I'm gonna pull-
Okay.
Absalom's gonna pull out a silver dagger and hand it to you. He's like, I need this.
Oh, thanks. Sure. I've got one.
They say it's
This is for this is silver. We're fighting ghosts.
They
Fighting
say-
ghosts. Whoa.
we don't know that for sure.
Yo, we do know. We're fighting ghosts, bro. Wizard ghosts.
Well, perhaps we don't need to fight them if we can persuade them to leave
Lay out a character.
via alternative means.
They say it's haunted. We're not sure. of that.
Okay.
No one's alive to confirm that. So.
Oh, that's very reassuring. Thanks for that. I mean, I'll go.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not going to push you to it.
I'll go.
There could be some point involved. Maybe
Always
learn
down
a
for that.
couple. Maybe learn a couple skills. I don't know. Let's see.
All right, let's do it.
We did hire
Let's do it.
Uhtred,
Healing boy.
Uhtred.
your friend. You said you would know each other.
I've heard of you before.
All right.
We go back.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to it.
Okay, so if nobody has anything else they intend to do for the rest of the night, the evening goes smoothly. You guys are able to rest, and you wake with the dawn.
I'm ready to go. Let's go on these horses, boys.
Do we have horses?
You do not have any horses. No
How far away is this place?
Rugs can ride. What do you say? Like 2 miles?
Yeah, it's not
It's not bad.
far.
Okay. No, we're good.
Thick boy over here is gonna have some
Yeah, so
issues.
looking
Two
at
miles.
our map
Thick
here,
boy.
you guys are in Brost, and this trade route kind of comes up to the north. Now, in our map, only the Weldeath heart is marked out here. The forest itself extends to most of the area.
Which way are we?
You
going?
You guys are headed up to the north, so up towards really kind of the base of these small teeth mountains.
Sweet.
You're going a couple miles north into the woodlands, and as you guys you begin to gather your things, you march and you leave the city proper. As soon as you exit the walls, you're surrounded by farmland, but beyond that, you can see that you are in a ring, a giant meadow, essentially, that had been cleared and turned into a city. Beyond the meadow, the forest is wild once more. And as you guys approach to the north,
As I'm going through, I want to keep note of all the farms that own cows,
okay, there are several.
based on something I learned last time.
Sure. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
The I talked to that farmer guy that was working on the barn, and he said the cows had gone missing. So I'm just going to make track of like which ones have.
I understand.
Yeah, but if the farm's missing its cows, how do you know if it's supposed to have cows?
Well, not all
I don't
of
think
them
they're
are
missing all of them.
just
Just
some.
some of them.
Just some.
Oh, we lost that.
Right.
Well, you're not a detective, Justin.
You guys continue to march to the north, and as the sun now is rising overhead, it's taking you maybe a couple hours or so to get everything together and to take this march. You approach the wood line, and the path that you're on stops about one farm shy of this wood line and no longer continues. Now you can see where it's slightly worn, but it's no longer the well-worn path that you had. And as you approach the wood, you get this slightly eerie sense that what you are about to step into is a wild place.
Can I make a nature check to see if any of the animals or sounds that I would expect to hear from the woods are there?
Absolutely.
If it sounds, eerily quiet or anything. All right, 16.
Not bad.
A 16. With a 16, you do hear a distinct difference. You can still hear some animals, the occasional bird, but it's not peaceful. And that's difficult to put your finger on, but it is, this area of the forest is almost providing an auditory warning in the way that it sounds.
I don't like this. I don't like this. It's too quiet. There's not. I mean, I hear birds and things, but not like you'd expect to. It's strange. It's like something's disturbed them or scared away the birds, or I don't know.
Would I relate this to ghosts?
Like it being haunted.
Possibly.
Because
Make a perception check for me.
I can't say for sure. I don't
Excellent.
hear any cows.
I did know a few things on ghosts, didn't I,
Yes.
from last time?
You know that like they are resistant to normal sorts of damage, and
turns
they're
out-
typically like drawn to some sort of.
Accents that are difficult to do are
19.
much harder to do when you take 3 weeks
Okay.
off from doing
They're
it.
drawn to some sort of
I think you're doing
unfinished
great.
business.
It's just tonight I can't find Australian or British.
With a 19, you're like looking intently into the forest. As you glance back towards your party, you can see that there are like several farmers that have stopped what they were doing and have kind of like moved to the edge of their property and are watching.
They've moved.
I wave in their general direction, like, hello there.
Yeah, so with a 19, you're able to like glance back and you can see now as you kind of look back that they're like, holy crap, are these guys about to go into the forest? You tell that that's what they're doing.
Everything
At
over
this
there.
point, I'm just frolicking. In the
How far
woods.
away are they?
A couple hundred yards.
I want to go over to one.
It's not every day you see an adventuring group.
Hey, pardon me.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me saying, you seemed a bit disturbed watching us.
Well, we're not disturbed, son. You might be if you intend to go into that forest.
Oh, that's what I was getting at. Is it something that we need to know about?
Not many people go into that forest.
Well, there's lots of things not a lot of people do, but doesn't mean it's bad to do them.
Right? Fewer come out.
Well, if you go in, it stands to reason for you would come out.
Fewer come out.
All right, now we're getting onto something. What do they say? Is it
The ones that
something-
do, well, there are beasts in those woods, monsters and such. Not even the soldiers went in there. Remember the old Duke went in once with a group of men to take back the old fort. Is that what you were on for?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm a late addition.
Well, hey, I'll get out while you still can, son.
That's noted. Is there any advice? Any?
Yeah. Head back to town.
I mean, I got that part. I'm saying like I don't
Best
know. I'm not
advice I can give?
superstitious, but like any good luck trinkets and nothing that anything we shouldn't do, stuff we shouldn't touch. You know what I'm saying?
Not much would help you from the monsters. If the stories of ghosts are true, well, not much will help you from them either.
All right. Oh, by the way, my friend is wondering about some cows. You lost any cows?
I never said it out
Yeah.
loud.
It's okay, I'm a mind reader.
Those 2-3 nights ago.
Okay. Well, I didn't actually know about that, so just just guessing.
What a strange and random question that was.
Oh, no. Yeah, go for your trouble, thank you. And then I'm gonna try back over to the group.
Hey, wait.
Hey,
take this. It's not much, but maybe it'll help you. And
What?
he takes off a necklace that he has. He hands it to you.
Thanks.
How much is worth?
Yeah, have another. And give him another gold.
Good luck
And
to
I
you.
jog back off. Put on the necklace.
He's dead for sure.
So we look. I would just like to say for a second to these farmers, we look like a bunch of a-holes taking a child into these haunted woods.
No. When I get back to the group, I'm like, all right, he told us that nobody goes in there, but apparently enough go in that some people come out, and they say don't go in. Basically that. And then it was super weird. He said something about cows. He lost some cows.
It's just farmer superstition.
Lux, you are now several hundred yards into this forbidden forest. And the first thing that you hear is...
Did you stealth away?
Not particularly.
I was frolicking.
It was frolicking.
Becky.
Yeah, you hear
Do I
Becky go,
notice him leave?
hey, you left everyone behind.
Oh, did I?
And then you hear a sound that's kind of like this.
Cool.
You're dead.
Dirty.
I just
That sounds like some saggy taint.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No
Did I?
way. You hear that. You look up. No movement. It's darker in here as you've moved in a little bit, but you don't see any movement.
Flash a light or something.
Pretty much.
Can I
I'm gonna do thunderclap.
Okay.
I create a burst of thunderous sound which can be heard 100 feet. Anyway, each creature within range other than me must make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage.
And what is the range on it?
It is
That's just the
5 feet.
Okay.
Mainly just to get the group. Maybe here.
Yeah. So as this happens, you come back, you kind of tell your story, and all of a sudden you hear thunder, but not from the sky, from the ground, about 100 feet or so ahead of you.
Very low to the ground.
I take that back. It's quieter than that because of the distance that you are, but you do still hear a very direct point of thunderous sound.
I whip around and run.
You cannot.
Do we see light or anything flash from it?
Nope.
I whip around and run to it.
The sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we couldn't hear it.
I take it it's not close to me at all.
Any sort of a
Is it within 5 feet of me?
no effect that you see.
Okay.
The trees are
Is it a level 1 spell?
It is a cantrip.
Cantrip? Okay. Yeah, so you do not see anything happen. The trees kind of rustle a bit.
I'm gonna go try to find a bush.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna,
I yell frog.
if I can, I'm going to try to cast Disguise Self and make me look like a bush.
Okay, so you kind of turn yourself like mottled green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but
Green.
it's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and get a bit of a marching order here.
Okay.
This is who?
Me.
Okay. We've got our monk here. We can get rid of these maps for the time being. Ooh.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna paint it.
All right. So we have again. So you guys are walking away from me. Yeah, that's bad. What is our marching order? We have Eric in front. He said he took off running.
Yeah, I'm running towards Rob.
I think I'm gonna be behind Eric.
And you.
Yeah,
Something random.
I'll follow behind Eric
Yeah,
as well.
The back.
I'll be behind Monk.
So me and the monk are.
Taryn.
I guess.
You're falling behind there.
I had to go with no face off.
The last two, right? Yeah.
Here you go, Adam.
Homeboys on me.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You are ahead of this little stuff. And then we have, what's your guys' order?
I'm gonna be last if nobody else wants it.
All right. There's our marching order because everybody runs a straight line, you know. So,
Congo line.
So
Yeah,
while we're running in a straight line, I'm gonna be like, have you guys ever thought if somebody throws a javelin,
We're all dead.
we're
I mean,
all
notice
dead?
that the DM placed all of those.
The forest is
FYI.
It's
pretty
just a
dense.
thought. I mean, I'm not a fighter, so
I heard no complaints.
Like a javelin, no. A lightning bolt, yes.
Which we just heard.
And you just
Thunder.
heard
Or, for that matter, a lightning bolt that, or a javelin that is a lightning bolt.
about like everybody tells these tales about guys that go in and like they rob a tomb or something, and they take the gold, and then this big boulder like comes right after them, and then they run away from it, but they don't just move like 5 feet to this side, and then the boulder would just like go past them. Like, they run for like 45 yards with the boulder just running right behind. I don't know. I don't get it.
So should we run in like pigeons, like a flying V?
I mean,
I'm gonna take a 5 feet step to the left, so I'm
guess
not
we are
shooting
some
the
of
flag.
While they're running.
Well, I just don't know how big the path is that we're running.
there is no path.
There is no path.
So it's just
Yeah,
It
there
is
is no.
woods.
You
It's
guys are running through the woods. You've got vines, branches, and different things just kind of whipping you in the face.
So I guess we would kind of be in like a line because we're all creating a path, right?
Yeah,
Because he's the big boy in front.
Yeah.
blazing
he's
your own
the
trail.
trail.
Yeah.
And Eric, you're screaming frogs the whole time you're running. Frogs, you can hear this now.
I just whispered.
Kind of approaching.
I lightly jog.
Yeah, because bushes don't talk.
I ain't gonna be able to
If
do
anybody's
that.
running
Disadvantage.
normal speed, I'm like just slightly jogging.
We're all gonna run past frogs.
I'm gonna make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yep.
To hear him.
5 and 6.
A little better. 13. 13. I think it's probably like a 14. Let me pull it up. School.
He turned into a bush, but he's still screaming.
16 to no, so that's an 8 for a disadvantage.
16.
No. 8.
Oh, an 8 total.
16 and
You see him run past, and then several others.
I'm gonna stick Becky out there and try to
Trip
trip somebody just to get someone's attention.
Excellent, love it.
Someone's breaking an ankle.
Let's.
I'm sliding.
Cormac,
I
make
might have
a
fallen behind.
dexterity saving throw for me.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, the dragonborn. He's all HP, so he can fall.
14.
14. You notice nothing. This is just another stick that you're running
just
through.
kicks
But you hear Becky go, "Ah!" as she's pulled from your hand.
I go, no!
You at this point,
You both
especially
hear, yeah.
the last two of you, Alton and Absalom, you hear and you kind of see him like dive out in front of you as he
Wouldn't they
dives
see a
for
bush?
Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's an odd foliage monster, possibly.
I grab it.
Kill him, fire.
He's here. He's here.
All right.
Shoot, wait, what does he look like?
Looks like a walking bush.
Yeah, basically like a
I
goblin.
get, you know,
Okay,
like
but it's
a
like
ghillie suit type deal.
Yeah,
That's kind of
as
what's.
soon as I see that, I stop dead in my tracks.
Like
and
that.
like, eyes go huge.
that's right. You did recently have a traumatic event.
Yeah,
Oh, boo-hoo, my family died. Get over it.
Got dogs. Found him.
All right, we head back.
Put me down. Oh.
all right, how many he's
yeah, actually, real quick, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Flip out.
You might just be
Oh,
here.
nailed it. 18.
So you feel this odd boiling sensation from within you. It starts in your core, just a heat expanding rapidly in your chest. And then you're able to catch your breath for a moment. And it resides again. Recedes.
Or did
So you can see
I
I've,
need to
like-
make a check to know if I understand, I guess. I didn't really think about it.
You knew that you were
I
already
yelled and
running
jumped
towards
on
it.
it.
Yeah.
You also said Becky.
Just trying to get some
Bushes
potatoes.
generally don't say Becky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I at that point.
Yeah, if you look my way when I stop, I pulled out 2 daggers. I had the silver dagger in one hand and the dwarven dagger in the other, and I'm like white hot rage in my eyes. And then after I realize it's you, I kind
You're
of
kind of just like holding me up in the air, dangling,
down.
though, right?
Probably 2 hands. I'm pretty small.
Okay. Yeah, I probably don't notice it because I'm too worried about
Okay,
trying to get down.
Fair enough.
Let me get back. How far away am I? Far too far? I mean, I went too far, but like, how far away did I go before he said something about it?
Not far, like
Okay.
10 feet or so.
Rogs, what was that?
I don't know. I heard.
Either way, don't run away from the group.
I was in my head. I didn't even know you guys stopped.
You need to be in your head.
Well,
I put it down and wiped the dust off.
Why did this thing talk to us?
I heard something. That's why I went boom.
Don't go alone. I'm like way more serious than you've seen me
Yeah.
on this particular part. It's that
I'm like-
soldier background, you know.
An adult just yelled at a child.
Yeah, he
That's
cares
kind of how I
about
act.
Let's regroup.
I did hear
Adam,
something.
Dave?
though.
See anything?
No. Why'd you cast a spell?
I heard something. I thought it was something was gonna get me.
Can you make the
Mimic-
sound that you heard?
Nailed it.
Do a performance check.
Performance check.
Actually, do you have minor illusion? You might be able to recreate.
Yeah,
it.
that's true. That's true.
Of course, it'd be an intelligence check.
Be a 12, but yeah, I don't.
It ain't good.
I don't have my.
It just sounds like a T-Rex.
Yeah,
Oh, you
that was not the sound, but you hear that. It sounds scary.
So it's worse than what we thought.
Goblins have
I'm gonna hear
trouble with their
I'm gonna
S's,
kind of
okay?
listen to the surrounding area. Do I hear anything?
Make a. We're gonna go survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
Less good at that than what I was hoping for. But it's a natural 20, so it doesn't matter.
Oh!
Yeah.
You survived the crap
Yeah,
out of that.
you hear.
Straight
You hear this. You hear this sound.
That's what I heard.
And it sounds, yeah, you hear from above, and you look up, and it almost sounds like bat wings.
I think somebody's eating an ice cream cone. Up in the trees.
Someone's clearly typing on a typewriter up in the trees. That's right.
Sounds like a bat to me.
They're like shifting.
Is it daytime?
Yes.
Someone could be eating a grapefruit.
It's dark in here. Yeah.
Could just be a bat.
Let's keep an eye out, but let's keep moving. I want to keep moving towards the fort. So I keep heading that way.
As we move, I'm going to inspect that necklace.
Okay.
What's it look like?
It is definitely some sort of a trinket. It looks like a wooden carved. It's not exactly like a cylinder. It's almost like a gem looking thing, but it is made of wood, but it's carved and it's got like some sharp sides on it. And it has a few symbols that look like maybe elven or elven-esque thing. It was definitely a handmade trinket.
Okay. Can I religion check it?
Yeah.
Not bad. 19.
A 19. This is, you can tell that the elven symbols are for Maloran worship. So
Okay.
it is of Malora.
Do I know of anything that this is specifically made to repel?
No, based on your check, it doesn't seem like any kind of a specific thing, more of just like a, I don't know, like a crucifix.
Okay.
Basically.
I ask Abe to.
Where are you gonna fit into the lineup, Bronx?
I'm just like put it up right next to Eric.
What do you think?
I'll be
You have good eyes.
I'm afraid a bat's gonna fly off. With
Good
me.
eyes. Even better. Every group needs a good scout.
Oh, am I walking by Carmack? Is Carmack right behind me?
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
I mean, I'm like gonna say like next to you. Basically.
Yeah.
Hey, Carmack.
Your arm was loud.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been thinking,
I walk 5 feet ahead.
this girl that was in the cult with you, yeah?
Yeah.
What if she's a ghost?
Why would she be a ghost?
I don't know, like you were saying, like it's a weird cult, and then all of a sudden everyone sees her, and the next day nobody does? What if she's a ghost?
I don't think she's a ghost. She seemed pretty real to me.
Yeah, I mean, ghosts are real.
Your face, you reckon?
I guess that's one way to think about it.
I don't know. Did y'all have ghosts in your cult? Did you talk to ghosts or anything?
Not really. It was mostly just like contacting unseen powers. Well,
As you're having this discussion, it's Terran, right? Yes, Terran.
Yeah. Yes.
See this creature fly from the upper boughs of this tree, almost dive bomb into Carmack's neck, face first, puncturing into his neck. You see a small gout of blood erupt from it.
Oh, gosh.
Carmack,
70 damage.
almost max out. You take 5 piercing damage,
Close enough.
and you
Alright.
have. You see now as this thing is
How
landing.
big, how big?
What is that?
Oh, this is internet.
How big is it?
So it's slightly larger than a bat, and it looks like it has bat-like wings, except it has 4 of them, and they're red and leathery. Its face, though you only see it for a moment, is very sharp, almost comes to like a mosquito-like point, but it's much bigger. It's like the size of a chihuahua, its head, and it comes to this almost bladed point as it dives into his neck. You see this gout of blood. You take 5 piercing damage, and it wraps its wings around Carmack's head.
Oh no!
Does everyone see this?
Well, I mean, at this point, it's kind of up to Justin to scream or whatever.
Can I whack at it?
I definitely see
Someone
it.
roll initiative.
Because at this point, if I saw that, I'm like,
Jason's always thinking about
fart
whacking.
with Aaron now. Pretty much.
Whatever the thing is.
It's gnarly looking.
Oh man!
Yeah, I knew what it was. You got 8 plus 1.
Yeah, that's pretty. Holy Jesus! No, I don't like that.
You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Lance.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like me can hear each other pretty clearly. I don't think they can hear us that clearly.
Not sponsored with these immersive battle maps.
Yeah, I don't know.
I say that to you. You're
Super cool.
You're actually.
Because I
Hey,
can
are
hear
you
them
guys
fine.
are you guys having a hard time hearing us, me and Lance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because we can hear each other really well, but like
More Lance.
it's harder to hear you all.
It's more Lance than you.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we can hear you really good, Justin. Lance.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a little quiet then. Yeah, got it.
Does he need? Do you need the card back?
So Mike, I think if you go into Zoom, you can click on like the three dots next to Lance and turn up his volume.
Three dots. There are no three dots
Or
on his
Josh might
face,
have
whatever.
to.
Oh, on his face. Three
Well,
dots.
Josh has control of that too. Volume settings.
Yeah, let me look at it.
Hey,
Does it let you?
No, just mute pins.
Pretty sure there's some way that I can't.
when both sides are talking at the table at once, it's really hard to hear. See, it's moments like that. I don't think they can hear me.
I heard you.
We heard you.
No, I just ignored you.
Yeah, they just choose to not respond to you.
Gosh, you guys are the worst.
Oh,
Yeah, I broke it.
Yeah, I can't raise them up enough.
what was it?
Oh, your charges.
Yeah. Pull that together, see if that'll try. Yeah, pretty strong. To be honest. Okay.
Oh my gosh, my hands are shaking so bad.
Stop it. Don't worry about it, man.
So we got this flying squirrel that came in and just
Also,
attacked
does
his
anybody
head.
see my little square eraser? Did you see that? Let me know. I don't. All right. 25
Jim
to
Arby's
20.
boys.
Gotta watch those videos.
Dang, that is so fun.
25 to 20. Anybody? All right. 20 to 15.
I got 18.
18.
Oh,
318.
What's your dex?
Plus one.
Uh,
Plus 4.
Plus one.
Plus 1.
plus one.
Plus 1. All right. Well, you guys just Justin and Josh, you guys just roll again.
Yeah.
Tyler got
17.
You got an 18 as well.
Yeah, Dex was plus one.
Also plus 1.
Yeah.
You gotta roll
I think
again.
4 people got an 18.
Well,
13.
13,
11.
11. What'd you get?
17.
So that's Aaron. To 13.
Well, Adam,
Uhtred.
Yeah.
we're into a problem.
Oh crap, Danny.
That looks worse than
Don't
the
worry
other.
about it. There'll just be one less.
Okay, it came out pretty easy. Yeah. Let's put a little.
sorry, you got those.
It's your second favorite one.
All right. Was it anybody from 20 to 15 of these guys? Okay.
Did you roll one?
Let's see. Okay, 15 to 10.
14.
14. Anybody beat a 14? Carmack, I think you're the last one.
I got 12.
Yeah,
I
Carmack
got 7.
and Carmack. All right, Absalom, what would you like to do?
He does have a giant mosquito bat on his head.
Even from the distance that you're at, which is about, I don't know, 15, 20 feet. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's what Carmack's making. Stabbed into his neck.
Manor's going wild.
Dude, I'm just gonna grab my hand crossbow and try to shoot it across the side, not hit Carmack, but like across like the bulkier part of the bat.
Okay.
Don't miss.
Don't roll a 1.
No problems.
Might end up in my good eye.
And he's dead. 17.
A 17 will hit. Go ahead and make your attack roll, your damage.
Do I get sneak attack? Well, yeah, he's definitely adjacent.
Oh, he's
to-
adjacent to it,
He's,
yeah.
he's as adjacent as can be. He's on his face.
We could throw some trees in. Nope. Get down, drink.
That's awesome.
It fell down, dude.
Franz's thundercloud. Franz.
21 points of damage as this thing just flies straight off of Carmack's face, leaving a chunk of blood to fly afterwards. Not a chunk, a gout.
That was
A
bad.
gout of
That was
blood.
me.
And you can tell actually that gout of blood didn't actually come from Carmack. That it came from this thing. Bit of a hypodermic needle being depressed at that point. All right. With that. Forward? Yep.
I
Okay.
almost rolled back.
Tyrion, you're up.
I'm gonna whack at him with my staff.
You see this thing fly backwards and pin to a tree and is motionless.
You gonna double tap it?
Yeah, I'm gonna double tap that, brah. Most important rule.
Actually, Adam, I did 16 damage. I don't know why I did that. It's okay. I thought that seemed like a lot.
Yeah, go ahead and make the attack roll.
Okay. Ooh, not great. That's gonna be a 5.
A 5, and yeah, so you start, you run up to this thing. I assume that's what it is. We'll say that it is pinned up to this tree. Get the broken one.
He probably has advantage.
Oh, no.
Motion.
No, you just put your shut it. All right, so this thing is, we'll say, just pinned to a tree over here.
Does he have advantage? It's like motion.
Yeah, you run up to it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you advantage for that. This thing's pinned to a tree physically.
Oh, better, not 20. That's a nat 20.
Natural 20. Yes, you slam into this thing and like a water balloon of blood, it just everywhere. You are coated in blood.
Oh god. Oh, it stinks. Oh god.
Uhtred, you are up.
So it's off of his
Smells like
face,
cow.
right?
Yeah, well now it is just literally just an explosion of blood.
Now it's all over my face.
He popped it.
Yeah.
So how hard is whose neck you're going to? Lance's?
Lance.
Yeah.
Is he affected by the whatever it did?
He doesn't look to be too disturbed by it at this point. Maybe I'm not sure what your
He's not
max HP
poisoned
is,
or
but
paralysis
yeah,
or
that
anything.
doesn't look to have any sort of lasting effects as a result of this.
I guess I'm just gonna hold and wait.
Okay, you want to hold a specific action, or do you want
I don't think so.
to? What's weird is that there was a moment there where I didn't have any kind of an echo on my voice, and then it came back after I moved that. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I wanted to.
Whoops. I know I turned the volume of the speaker up a little bit so we could hear Lance.
Okay, that makes sense. Maybe it was a little bit 50-50. All right, sorry about that. All right, next up is Broggs. What would you like to do?
Do I see any of these creatures around anywhere?
Make a perception check.
That'd be a 9.
At a glance, no.
Well, I'm gonna hug Eric's leg and pray.
Okay.
You said you didn't see him.
I didn't see nothing.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. Just gonna stay close to Eric. Because at this point, I think these things are large enough that they can probably fly away with me.
Dude, that's hilarious. Did you bring another one, Adam?
I did.
But yeah, I'll probably just hold my action. If something gets close to me, then I'll do a spell or attack or something.
You get attached back.
Awkward to glue.
Unfortunately,
Those can be your dead ones.
you guys are just stepped away. Yeah, eventually. All right. we will start in the front and work our way back. So initially, Eric, you see as they all just kind of drop almost like spiders from the canopy above. They drop, and you have two of them that kind of drop towards you, just kind of spear towards you. Let's see. First one is a 9 to hit. Second one is a 19 to hit.
I'm right next to him, so would I get an opportunity to do my action?
Did you hold an action?
I said I wanted to hold until something got close.
Yes. Then yeah, as soon as this one gets close enough, you're able to. So the one is a 9.
Yeah, the one
the
doesn't
19.
hit.
I'm gonna do thunderclap again then.
Okay. Yes,
Um, each creature within range of me
That
has
means
to make
me
a
also,
Constitution
by the way.
Yeah. Do you know that? Do you understand that? That
mean,
includes
it's also
both of
me.
both
Yeah.
of these guys.
Like
within
we-
5 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
we get hurt too.
Yeah.
Like maybe
I
you
don't know.
don't.
We got heal boy, dude. We'll be fine.
It's a terrible idea.
Only so much.
I like it. Go ahead. All right, roll it
It's
up.
frog.
So
do it.
it's a saving throw.
Constitution save.
I'm pretty good at that.
And it's my DC, I believe. 18. Yeah, that passes. So you got to beat a 12.
You're 15. 12 plus 3, I think. Or no. How's that work?
So 18's a pass.
Was it this plus that?
Yeah, no, you
Pass.
pass.
You pass on the dice.
Yeah, you're good.
Ah,
These are
yeah.
saving throws.
You got
And that's one fail here. So as you make this thunderclap, both of your ears ring instantly, and you kind of pull your hands up to your ears for a moment.
colors.
Ooh, that's max hit, 6 damage.
And the one that drops implodes, just crushes instantly.
Frogs would have just done that here. Is that
How much damage did you deal to it?
6?
We gotta take that thunderclap away from him.
Where'd my D4 go?
I just
Wait, is that D4?
You're just like the monkey with those suckers.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a thunderclap. You get a thunderclap.
Ooh, rough. So you take 7 piercing damage from the one that drops in just between your armor cheeks up by your collar. All right. Continuing to move on. Let's see. Uhtred, you have one that drops towards you. Perfect. It's going to be a 15 versus AC. Which is 17. So you feel this impact off your shoulders. You kind of brought your arm up to shield your ears.
Did it explode as well?
It does not.
Okay.
Taryn, you have one drop towards you that's going to be a 12 versus AC.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Okay, so you're able to kind of dodge back just in time. And then that brings us up to Alton. One flies towards you, 19 versus AC.
Oh, do it.
And it's going to be 4 piercing damage as this thing stabs straight up. Like as you kind of start to dodge, to pull away, it stabs right up underneath your arm. And the ones that have successfully hit draw their wings onto you and stay attached.
Oof.
So I don't
Right to
know
their
who's
shoulder.
I did.
Yeah,
mine.
Yeah.
Hold him.
Okay, so he is attached to you. He is attached to you.
Getting face on.
Anybody know? I knocked one over, so
Visualize.
Are they around their head or are they like on their shoulder?
well, let's do it. It depends. Eric's is on his right shoulder, right by his neck.
So the wings are like on their shoulder, not his head.
Yeah, kind of wrapped around his neck and wrapped around.
Probably too big for like really super. You can still see and stuff.
And then this one is kind of wrapped around your side, up underneath your arm. All right.
The hurt side or the non-hurt side?
Like Sergeant Alton, it is your
That's a
turn.
good question.
Is it on his wounded side?
Because
he got stabbed. Like
actually, yes, it is the same side. It's on your left side.
Oh, that's not good.
that's gonna be a little tender.
Yeah, speaking of which, as this thing hits me right where that wound was, it hurts crazy bad. And so I rage. It hits me and I'm like, ah! Well, I'm still holding the 2 daggers that I pulled out when I saw you. And so I take both of them and just go, ah, just like this.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
And I don't get proficiency on the second attack.
So the first one was a 18
You get efficiency, just went out his modifier to
Yeah, you just
to
don't have
damage. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
So 18 on the first attack.
18 hits.
The second one was real bad.
Yes, go ahead.
The first one was. Come on. 8.
8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to.
Yeah.
You stab into this thing, and as you pull your knife back, it is stuck to it. You kind of flop it to the ground. It is dead.
Did anybody see that dice? I have no idea
I'm
what
gonna
it
stop
is.
him.
What are you looking at? A dice?
Yeah, my D4, my blue D4.
Did you just roll it? Your dice tray?
Yeah, as he falls to the ground, I'm gonna look down at him and go, "Oh, do you like sucking? Suck on this." Stop him.
Okay, you stomp him, and he just explodes. Gooey face. Mostly your.
Get him.
All right, Eric, you're up.
Okay. I want to grab this and try to crush it. Is it grappling me?
So technically, it'll be an action to try to pull it free, or you can just make an attack against it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to crush this thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to grab its head and just pop it. What's this?
So go to
Fair
just
game.
just a strength attack roll.
11.
11. Yeah. So you're prying at it, but it is the way that it's lashed into your armor and stuff. It's hard to get a solid grip on.
Like a tip.
Yeah.
I'll go with rabbit.
I have no idea what that might be underneath.
You all right?
Well, I knocked over a tree.
Yeah.
I
Anyway,
cast thunder.
Cormac, you're up.
All right. So I still have one attached to my face, or is it dead?
It's dead.
That
Shut
one's
it
dead.
off or whatever.
Okay. There's still 3 up. Is that right?
I think Eric's the only one that has one on, right?
Yeah, Eric's the only one.
The other two are dead.
Okay. So Eric currently has one attached to his face
Yeah,
No.
His right shoulder.
Shoulder.
or shoulder. Okay.
adjacent to his face.
Kind of like right in here. Absalom, you're next.
I'm going to pull out my longsword, unsheath, and rub my hand across it, and a rune lights up on the blade that is in the shape of a bell. And this cacophonous ringing resonates around this creature as I cast Toll the Dead. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 1.
Right. And it's already taken some damage, is that right?
No.
Okay, so it's at full health.
Yes.
Okay. Takes 8 damage.
8 damage. With this, again, it just kind of, its head just explodes. Yeah, and as you're kind of grabbing at it, you're able to get a good grip here, and you pull it free. You can feel that, like, that injury doesn't hurt in and of itself, but you can feel that just the warm blood kind of oozing out of it. All right, Absalom, you're up.
Okay. So the closest one next is next to Terran. Okay. So I'm actually gonna like put my crossbow away and then pull out my dagger and just run up and just like jump and stab.
Okay.
So,
It's just kind of like floating in the air.
yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah. Exactly. The sound of flapping wings.
You see a butterfly.
9.
9.
I believe. Yeah, 9.
Is so as you kind of like run towards this thing, you take a swing at it, it kind of faints a little bit and moves through the air, and so you just miss.
Can I with my offhand kind of like stab upwards as
Sure.
I like,
Yeah.
jump,
Yeah,
miss,
go
and
for
then
it.
kind of go up with the other one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, dirty.
30-20, that'll hit.
Do you have to like, I don't know, Mike, you might know, like with the sneak attack, is it predetermined or is it when you hit your turn?
That's when you hit, right?
Yeah, as long as you've not used it.
Yeah, just once per turn when you hit with an attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would take 6 damage because I'm going to modifier.
Excellent. So with this, you slash through it and you don't hit anything, but you pierce through.
Wait, you wouldn't
stab
get
it.
your sneak attack?
No, I did. But I didn't get my modifier.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all
Yes, you stab into it though. You see it just kind of skewer through and go limp on your dagger.
it's really bad.
Right, Taryn.
You're at 1 great.
Sorry, it's kind of hard to see the map. Is there one near me?
No longer. The closest one to you is going to be right here. You are here.
Can I get to it?
Yeah, about 10 feet or so.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at it.
Okay.
17.
17 will hit.
Okay. And, 7.
7 damage. All right. And what do you swing with your staff?
Yeah, I was using it two-handed.
Okay. So yeah, so you just kind of like run with it and just baseball bat this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just full up. Right.
Full blown pizza cut.
And with that, the last one falls. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to clean off because I have literally guts all over me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you don't see any major water source around you, no streams or anything like that.
Oh, dang it.
I will
Yo,
say this though, as
Carmack.
As
Yeah.
you begin to think, Taryn, as you begin to think, man, I wish there was some water around here that I could wash off with. You notice there is a small pool about 12 feet away to the west. You didn't see it before, but you must have overlooked it.
Oh, gosh.
Sounds like a legit place to watch.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. The ghost pool that just appeared. Yeah, I mean,
Like they're in the dying state.
Carmack,
Yeah, Taryn.
you got a bunch of guts all over you. So do I. You want to go rinse off real quick?
Like, is it not doing anything for my complexion? Is it distracting?
No, it's disgusting. All right, I guess I will walk towards the pool to try and like get clean off a little bit. Oh, this
It's
is
great.
a terrible idea.
Most of it off my face.
Yeah.
And I kind of like head in that same direction.
Okay. So, you guys both move over this way.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna go over here and wash this off real quick. I'm not like.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'll head the direction too.
And so-
So, yeah.
Go ahead and make a survival check for me, Taryn.
We're gonna do 3.
You have 3.
Ooh, natural 20, dude. I'm on a roll tonight.
Natural 20. Okay, so you take a moment. You don't want to just dip your face in some random pool. So you take a moment. You look to see. It looks like it's not stagnant. Maybe it's spring fed or something to that effect. But you can see it. Oh goodness. You can see it kind of burble up a little bit from underneath somewhere or some unknown source. The ground around it is mossier than you had originally thought, a little bit spongy and kind of squishes underfoot as you get closer to it. You can see a couple small multicolored covers kind of around the pool. It by all appearances looks to be clean, fresh, safe water.
I'm glad I rolled a natural 20 on base. Now,
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna jump. I'm just gonna kind of like cup it and rinse off.
Yeah. All right. So you begin to wash off.
Yeah, that's it.
As well. Wash off your hands, wash off your face, and as you a split second, as you keep your hands away from your face and you blink a little bit, you see the face, a ghostly pale female face, her hair just kind of floating, her neck slightly askew, eyes vacant and pale. You blink and she's gone. Carmack, you make it up to the pool. You see that he's kind of stalled out there a little bit, but he seems to be okay. Water seems to be fine.
All right. I scoop down, grab some, splash in my face, just to kind of like get the majority of the gunk off.
Yeah. All right. What would you guys like to do? Did we lose?
Do I see the?
I'm sorry, my internet cut out.
I understand. I was just looking at the stream.
Do I see them doing that?
We
Or
heard
they
that
cleaning
last thing.
themselves up?
That's it.
What is that?
Do I see them cleaning themselves up?
Yeah, you can kind of see them over there towards the
Okay. I'm gonna start running over there.
Oh no.
I'm gonna take my robe off and cannonball into the water.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So,
no.
oh, did it mess up?
Justin's internet cut out, so he's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Justin.
Anything that could go
You
wrong
do.
went wrong today.
dude, I know, man. I have had the Mondayest Thursday ever. All right, so you cannonball into the pool, and then I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and go fix that because it's just gonna drive me nuts. Otherwise,
You need to show me how to do it. It's like,
I thought about that. So yeah, we'll take a 5-minute break. We're gonna switch over to just like the loop, and then we'll be right back, guys.
Hey guys, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, he's back.
It's not your fault, man.
Yeah, you should be.
It is. Stop.
Boo.
it's not.
Hey, so actually, we saw a ghostly face, and then what happened?
It's like, I didn't see it. What? What's this ghost?
What?
Did
Yeah,
you
but
see
I'm
something?
just dipping right in front of your face.
All right. So as your bare naked
I
goblin
turned it
body,
off, everyone. I'm the only one.
as it hits this small forest pool, the water erupts in a shower around you. It is cool and refreshing, and it feels so good on your skin.
I'm bathing.
Excellent. Taryn, what would you like
Birthday
to do?
suit.
You washing your little stick?
Yep.
Both of them.
Have a little sword fight.
Taryn, what would you like to do? I can't believe I'm seeking Taryn.
Hey, can you tell me again what I saw, because my internet cut out. The ghost part.
Yeah, so as you bring the water up and splash in your face, you open your eyes for just the briefest of moments. You see the face of a young woman, pale and with her skin slightly sunken, her hair floating in the pool, looking back as a mirrored reflection. Her face and head askew on the shoulder, her eyes open and unseeing. And then you see a naked goblin butt fly over your shoulder and splash into the pool, and the vision's gone.
Okay. It's not a familiar face, right?
You do not recognize her.
It is a
Okay. I am going to yell, "Frogs, get out of there now." Did you see that, Carmack?
Be like, his butt?
No, not his butt. The woman in the no, not in the woman in the
I
spring.
look around. I'm like, I don't see any women around at the moment.
There was a woman right here. She was in the middle of it, and then Rogs flew over me with a shining moon, and now I can't see it.
I look in the puddle and I'm assuming I don't actually see anything other than frogs splashing around.
The tiny nude goblin.
I'm gonna come up to the pool and splash some of the water on my wound and kind of clean it off.
Like I don't know what to tell you. I don't see anything in there. But
Is Eric over here?
I want to come over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do an insight check on Taryn just to see if I think he's okay, you know.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Frogs. Get over here.
See if I see more bats.
I walk up to you, dude.
I got an 8 total, so whatever that's worth.
Yeah, real quick. What did you get, Carmack?
8.
8. He seems genuinely distressed by whatever it is that he's talking about.
But like, did it look like anybody that you knew? I mean,
No, it was just this strange woman. She looked kind of like death. Her face was sunken in. Her skin was super pale. Her hair was flowing. It was I don't know. It just was weird.
Do I overhear this?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Hey, do you see if she was giving anything out?
She was what?
If she was, giving stuff like, I heard this guy, there was a woman, she was strange, she was in a pond, and she gave him a sword, and he became king.
No, man, she wasn't giving anything out. Do I have anything?
that doesn't seem like a proper way for a kingdom to be established.
I would have to agree on that one.
That doesn't seem like a proper way to say it.
That's such a Carmack thing to say.
Thank you, Carmack!
Eric.
All right. What would you guys like to do? Eric?
I call Frogs. Frogs, get over here.
Yeah.
As he walks up, I get down on one knee, like I do my son. Listen. Don't use attacks that hurt us.
It was instant. That's what I do when I get scared.
Do you have any other attacks?
But they fell on our heads. I wasn't ready for that. Were you?
I wasn't ready to dodge a spell either. I don't need my friends attacking me. We have them attacking me.
tired. It wasn't not intentional.
I grab him and pull him in.
Realize I have no clothes, right?
Give him a little-
Okay.
He's an half.
I just pull him. Dude, this thing's little, dude. This is a little.
I think it's a woman.
We call him the Acorn King. You know what I'm saying? So
That's where we're at.
that's where we're at, boys. I just pull it in. I'm like, it's all right. Just do better.
All right, I'll put my robe back.
I always say, like, at least you smell better.
Yeah. That was the idea.
I'm gonna go up the tree.
All right.
It's all great.
I'm gonna come over to Eric.
Yeah.
Have you you fought these things before?
See if I find
No.
anyone.
I do know what they were, though.
What was it?
Called a sturge.
What's that?
It's kind of like a bat mosquito, big. Obviously, you saw them.
They
Suck blood.
yeah, they like poison.
No. No poison.
Okay, I got it. Show you.
Same
Got
here.
me 2 inches away from where I got stabbed. I got you too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Walk it off.
To the flesh one.
Eric,
Yes.
I think we're getting close. I saw a I don't know, some kind of ghost or spirit woman in the spring.
Well,
Have you had experience with these spirits before?
have I experienced with the spirits before? 19. Maybe.
You're haunted by your own demons, but never any real ghosts.
No.
Maybe, but no.
Come think of it.
Not at all.
Hey, well, how do you know how close we are to this outpost?
How close we are to the old roast. We're about, 300 yards?
Absalom, as you've climbed up in this tree, it takes you a while. You're searching through, you're looking for these things. You don't see anything until about 300 yards continuing to the north, you can see what looks to be something of a clearing. And you can see a high stone wall, and rising from above in the middle of this stone wall, you can see what looks to be some sort of a structure.
Adam, I don't know if it's been too long since this happened. Is there any like insight I can roll to try and determine whether she was friendly or enemy? You see what I'm saying? Like, is she watching over us or is she looking out for us?
It was quick, but I will allow you to make an insight check.
Okay.
Tell them where it's at.
19.
In the brief moment that you saw her, she looked dead. Like she did not look to be. It did not look like she was like looking at you. She looked like a corpse in the pool. She did not look like.
Not threatening.
Right.
Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Okay.
Faces.
The marsh.
To the north. Yeah.
All right, everybody. I see, there's no more bats, but we go to the north. I saw it. The building.
All right. So you continue to move in that direction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep looking in the woods to see if I can see any other ghostly things.
You all right, Taryn?
I saw something in the spring. It's hard to explain. It just kind of shook me. I just want to make sure that we're, I don't know, safe, but I think we've lost the element of surprise. I think they know we're here.
What'd you see?
I think it was a ghost. It was a woman with sunken features, pale skin. Her eyes were empty and void, long pale hair.
From my experience, sometimes spirits show themselves. They feel comfortable with.
A lot of experience with ghosts.
Well, I've been to the town of Ellen, if you've been there before.
Sure haven't. What's that?
It's a town that's notarized for its hauntings.
What? Why were you there?
You should take the lead.
Yeah, put him at the front of the line.
You just make your way right up there.
Hey, Bronx. Go ahead and cast Ray of Frost on this one.
I cast Ray of Frost on his sword.
Make an Arcana check, but add your just roll a d20, but make your spell attack roll.
There's another option.
Also, side note, as you pick up Becky back right after Eric was done talking to you, she is like in the middle of this string of curses like you've never heard her say before. She's like, what the this guy think he's doing? Come over here talking to us like we don't know what's going on. Yeah, she's like, she's reams it like 5
She's
minutes.
like, hold it back.
Yeah.
Hold that, dude. I'm like smoking, dude. At that point, I just kind of like. Sorry, I'm looking at my spell attack. What's your modifier? Plus your 11.
With an 11, so the blade itself doesn't take any damage, but it is a little bit stronger than you anticipated, and so you actually freeze away some of this this oil that he places on there. So instead of you did you just freezing the blade?
Yeah, because I want the oil to stick to the blade.
Okay. Then it is.
I don't put the thing on it. I do the cooling.
I understand now. So it is a rapid freezing thing, but it's not long lasting. So as you approach.
Oh God, here we go.
Maybe enable that. I don't know if you can see the smoke at all.
That one you definitely cool little side effect.
See the little stone walls?
Stone walls?
Yeah.
They're like back over there.
We're back this way?
Yeah.
I mean, actually.
Oh, yo, Heroescape coming out.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Heroescape's a banger. It's an amazing game.
It's more of a RuneScape.
RuneScape?
Yeah.
That's a blast.
Right. As you all begin to approach, you begin to see people moving, milling about through the mists, seemingly aimless, all different races and sizes and ages, but all of them obviously dead. Pale skin, tight, tattered clothes, some soaked in blood, some you can see just the last seconds of their life locked into their face, pain and despair, confusion, and they are milling about in the dozens, maybe hundreds, throughout this courtyard and slightly in the area around.
Wait, dozens or hundreds?
Difficult to tell as they kind of fade in and out through the mists.
Somewhere between 12 and 200.
Am I getting Bellin vibes here or Valen vibes here, or is it more like
You have never seen anything in these numbers before. This is insane. Actually, Make a religion check. Actually, I'm gonna roll the dice.
Okay.
For you here.
Okay.
You alone know that something is not right with this. Something you've seen
It's too
ghosts.
concentrated.
You've seen ghosts, you've seen spirits. That's not what you're looking at. You can't place it. Something is not right with this scenario. It's not how they behave. It's not how they move. It's not what they look like.
Like that's what I'm thinking. These
Can't do anything else.
It's hard to
Just
tell.
concentration.
But something's wrong.
You can't do anything else.
I see good another comment.
Yeah,
Yo, Nikki.
there's ghosts everywhere.
These aren't acting like ghosts.
What do you mean?
Frog's is gonna kind
They're not moving the
Calm
same.
himself.
There's too many. There's
try to-
something's off. Something's wrong.
commune with whatever was at the tavern that night.
What's
Well,
your,
we do.
what's your plan?
Okay.
Just to try to
Just
bring
go
him
in,
some
but-
peace or
Yeah,
whatever.
just keep
Like back to back?
being on guard. This isn't right.
They're gonna attack
Because
us
if
if we
not,
go
his
in?
first
How many
reaction is
are
probably
there?
gonna
Can't
be
say.
run and hide somewhere.
More
After
than I've
seeing
ever
all
seen.
that.
Yeah, you
And I grew up in
you see this. It is alarming.
Don't know about this.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, there's only 7.
Do they seem hostile?
They don't even seem to notice you.
As far as I can tell, they might not even know we're here. They might think we're ghosts.
How do ghosts normally act?
Question now: how do ghosts normally act in your world?
Normally, they have some sort of purpose, whether it is, and that's not distinctly abnormal here because they could just be bound to this place. But
I guess this is where they died.
but it's bizarre that nobody, because you have held conversations with ghosts.
Yeah.
There's something about these. Maybe they're locked in a moment, but they seem to not be aware of their surroundings.
All right. I think we draw straws to see who goes first.
Yeah, let's go in. I coat my blade and start at it.
Wait, as you start to go, I'm gonna hold my hand out and say, I'm probably the least assuming. You want me to take a few steps in and see what they do?
Are you quick?
Yeah.
I mean,
They don't seem to be doing much now. Maybe they're not
Abe,
gonna
how
do
fast are
anything.
what if we try throwing a rock or something first before we send in a
Oh, yeah,
person?
that's a great idea.
Wouldn't it just go through a ghost?
What are you saying? Like, would they notice it? Like, would they react
like a
to
movie.
I'm just gonna step forward.
Step forward, and at that same moment, one of them comes from the right, almost too fast for you to react, passes through you. That's when you know something's wrong. You don't feel anything. Not the cold, not the chill, not that ache that you can sometimes feel.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if it's an illusion?
Yeah, I was,
Yeah,
I was
go
gonna
ahead.
do an insight check to see if it
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a 12.
natural 20.
Oh, with a 12, wait, actually, you are sensing some sort of magic, but you can't determine exactly what the source is. And you can't pinpoint its location exactly. Natural 20, this is an illusion.
It is.
There's not a ghost in sight.
So I think this is, or I know this is an illusion.
Yes.
That's an illusion. This is not a ghost.
I know something was with them.
When ghosts go through you, it chills your bones. This is.
What if it's a tropical ghost?
Then who's?
What was that?
What if it's a tropical ghost? What if it died on the beach and it's warm?
They said
Well, if
it
it's
kills
an illusion,
anything.
then there's a mage.
My thoughts exactly.
They'll split up, or
No.
Classic.
I meant like
Classic.
fan
Right,
out.
gang.
Ghost.
Split up.
Let's split up, guys.
Yo, I
Oh,
just
yeah.
want to get possessed over here by myself.
Scooby,
I'm
this way. Fred, Daphne.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna take Belma and go this way.
The wall crumbles. That's the best I've got. I've got something more accurate, but I don't know what it is. With this, a portion of the wall crumbles, and you see a giant minotaur with a hammer mounted to its right arm. Its jaw dislocated and hanging limp to the side, and it turns towards you and begins to run in your direction. Ooh,
Oh, it's fake, right? Is that one fake?
It's fake.
I want to
Everyone
run
roll
meet it.
initiative. What is that?
I want to run and
Let's
meet it.
do it. Let's do it. That'll do it.
Oh, that's good.
That's
Natural one.
Excellent.
Does that matter?
Yeah, let's see.
I got a 3.
25 to 20.
22.
Attaboy.
2. Okay, please don't change your order.
He's killing.
My little yellow.
I did a little better this time.
All right.
You?
19.
Better than me. I got
Alright,
one
so-
to beat that.
3 Malone.
25, 20.
It's like golf, isn't it?
Did anybody beat the 19? Okay.
10. Yeah.
Or
12.
12. Anybody beat a 12?
I got a 15.
15. Anybody beat 15? 15, 15. Anybody? 15. Okay. Taryn, Eric. All right.
Lance, what'd you get?
12
I've
to
got
5?
13.
You got 13.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. Taryn, Carmack, Eric, Ultred, Ultred,
Yeah, me and then I got a 3 and then you got a 1.
Freedom Walk.
The boys.
Out here doing things.
Absalom, what would you like to do? Make an insight check with advantage.
Okay. Game over. I win.
Do it.
This is
I
your
confuse
moment.
the crap out of it. Both are horrible. 11 at the highest.
Well, you good?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's
Let's see how I'm gonna do this thing.
Is it
I'm
charging?
gonna try to do.
Yes.
Okay.
See
So
how
I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna.
So as it charges the group, I'm gonna run in a different direction.
Fair enough.
So is it? And then
Inside or outside of the gates?
inside,
Inside of the gates. Okay.
move in. I'm gonna go like this way towards that tree. I can make it. So.
25. How far you want to go?
What's the range on this thing?
Right there, and then I'm gonna peek around the corner and take a shot with my crossbow.
Okay. Fire.
You'll go flame.
Can I bonus action hide real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll allow it.
Since I got the skill to do that.
There's like ratings. Like, hey, like,
I'm not paying attention.
15 on stealth.
15 on stealth.
should we wait for like the big ship to do?
Take a shot.
You are not hidden as you see its head follow you the entire way.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Yeah.
Right. 16.
16. Your shot flies wide. Sticks into the wall just to its right.
What does this
I'm gonna
mean
put
for
the tree
this?
between me and it. As
Okay.
it walks through, I'm just gonna do one of these.
Absolutely. Alton, your turn.
What do I have to
I
roll
look
for this?
to
Then the Minotaur, then Terran.
Taryn. There we go.
He just has a
I looked at
yeah.
Taryn. These fakies look like the one you saw in the pool.
Are you there,
Do they?
Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do. They sure look like what I saw. Just like it. I like this casual conversation as we're being charged. It keeps me calm.
I'm
Well,
asking
he
you as I'm
doesn't
moving
stop.
for the record. So I'm moving up behind the closest tree.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hide.
All right. I guess we'll put you here. And go ahead. It's your action for you.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make a hide action.
Stealth was a 13.
13.
Also, just for the record, Justin, you were the one that said we need to talk more in combat. Just saying.
Yeah, RP doesn't stop.
So with this, his head snaps from the right where he was looking towards Absalom and looks straight towards you.
Well, piss.
All right. Any bonus action? All right.
Do I have anything I can do?
It is his turn. I don't think so. But worth a shot. The Minotaur turns.
Oh yeah, rage.
He rages.
Bonus action rage. Excellent. Because he comes,
What?
slams the tree over, runs straight towards you, and gores you into a wall.
Yeah, maybe.
Need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
gonna-
Are you kidding me? It's 1 + 1. Hey, 16.
You take 38 points.
Rolling.
Let's get this.
Rolling hot.
You're
And it's still done. Rolling hot.
I love that post. You see one? Oh, your AC is a like turkey. So boys got hit out the water, dude.
It's gonna be okay. We're all right.
Shit,
It's like a breakfast. It's like such a weird.
I cannot remember.
Spencer's killing me.
I'm sure 16 succeeds.
Yeah, he does.
Oh boy. Oh boy, he succeeds. Wait, do I succeed or the Minotaur succeeds?
No, you do.
Whoa! That's how we do it. No, I grab him by the balls.
I got you, buddy.
He's a big boy.
Like some cheesy Chinese film.
Yeah. So good.
The Minotaur's pants are the good time.
That's like Kung Fu Hustle. There you go. Thick boy.
Thick boy.
Okay.
It's gonna hurt.
Oh. Shit.
So with this, you were able to succeed, and you feel this thing impact you, and what should slam you up against the wall and just rip you to shreds doesn't. It just kind of washes over you like a mist, but you still take 1 psychic damage.
Okay.
And,
Ow.
and,
Interesting.
and it backs
Did
up
that
10
hurt?
feet.
Okay.
Does it look different? Does it look like it gorged him, or does it look like it went through him?
Yeah, to you guys, and it's kind of hard to see from your exact angle. I think maybe Carmack could kind of see this. It does look like he just slams him into the wall.
Was there a sound to go with it?
So,
Yes.
do I realize that it's psychic damage I've taken? Does that?
You just feel an ache and an impact in your body. You can make an investigation check.
Shouldn't I have advantage with that?
I'm gonna say no.
Really?
Mostly because you are currently raging.
Oh. Okay. Investigation checks, that right?
You've unleashed a primal essence
Yes,
within yourself.
22.
A 22. You do know.
Rolling
In fact,
hot.
With this, you see through in a flicker as this washes over you. You see through the image, and there's a small cobalt in front of you.
Okay. I'm gonna get wrecked, boys.
Right.
But we don't see that, right?
No, you guys still see the monstrous Minotaur. Taryn, you are up.
How far away is is it from me?
Like 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, from you. Wait, you're the monk, right? I didn't put you
Yeah.
on board. How far do you want to be?
Who was I standing? I was with Carmack when I came out. Me and Carmack were talking.
All right, so for you, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
So what did I see then? Can I see it?
Yes, you could also see this. The Minotaur just slammed him into the wall.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use assess foe.
Okay. Interesting. No idea what that is.
So I learn its hit point total, its immunities, resistance, and vulnerabilities.
Make an investigation check for me first.
Okay. Because I've never seen a ghost minotaur before, so I'm stressed out.
What is is this like a level thing or is this like a cantrip?
This is a level thing. I have to spend points on it.
Okay, then toss that out. With this, you were able to see through the illusion and you can see that it is a kobold. Its hit points are 5.
Oh, okay.
But you do see this still this shimmer, this purple shimmer of this outline of this minotaur above it.
Okay. I am going to, I guess, run up and hit it. That's assess foe is a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack it with, I guess, my staff.
Right.
My movement is 30, so I think I can get to it, right?
Yes.
All right.
All right, so go make your attack roll.
Oh, not good. 5. 5.
5?
5.
Yeah, so you swing through, and again, there's this shimmer of its outline, and you're not able to make contact with it. With this, 3 additional things: giant hyena-faced men-like creatures with long bows appear from hidden vantages. Whoa, silly. There we go. And they all fire arrows that are about the length of, I don't know, honestly, they're longer than you are, Brock. These arrows are maybe 4 feet long and about 1.5 inches thick. These nasty looking arrows.
Oh, Lord.
Through. Let's see here. Absalom, against you. That's a 16. That's going to be a dirty 20. That's a 20. And you take. You take 4 psychic damage.
Well, I took a guess what I was going to do. I got
this 4. An arrow flies towards you, Taryn, but I only rolled 4 of the dice. And the last arrow goes towards Eric in the group. Natural 1. You deflect the arrow and you feel no impact. Make an investigation check. You know that, you aimed it exactly right. It should have deflected. I'm sorry, with advantage. I'm sorry, with advantage.
I have a little bit of that one's good. That one's real good. Is it 19 plus? Yeah.
It's above a 19.
It's 19.
Yeah. You again see, as you kind of look up now towards this thing, you see its image flicker a bit, and you can see that it's in fact a kobold. In fact, they're all kobolds. All right.
I want to yell that out. Not yell it, but I want to definitely say it.
Like it's just an illusion.
Yeah. Okay. Carmack, you're up.
It's an illusion.
All right.
Kobolds.
I'm actually going to, since I still think it's whatever, the Minotaur.
I just told you that it was.
Yeah, you may not have heard this, but Eric yells out that they're all kobolds.
It's an illusion.
Yeah. So do I see through the illusion because he stated this?
Make an investigation check with advantage.
18.
Yes. As you focus, you can see that that's exactly what is before you.
All right. So yeah, I go up to the closest one, the one that looked like a Minotaur, And I'm going to make an attack with my longsword. Nat 20.
Oh,
That'll do.
that'll do.
So it'll be it's 11 damage.
11 damage. So with your longsword, you just run up to this thing and just cleave its head off. The image vanishes for you.
Which one did he kill? Oh, dang it.
The one that looked like the Minotaur. Yeah.
Anything else?
Give me psychic damage.
Eric, you're next. Uhtred, you're
That
up.
is it.
Right.
I am
Eric.
done.
I don't think I get to any of these. Lame.
Yeah, probably not with dash.
Is there just 2 left? Oh no, there's a third
There's-
one over there. There's one standing next to me. Oh,
There's 3.
that blue one over there.
Where are you at, Dan?
I'm over here by that tree. Closest to me. Closer.
Okay, I want to. I'm gonna run up next to Danny. If I can get next to Danny. Somebody get next to Absalom, and
Is this you?
yes, I can go one more.
You can?
Yep. And I'm going to use the help action.
You help. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm actually going to say, I'll feign. So basically, just going to try to like draw the attack while you kind of get in a better spot.
Okay.
Bait and switch. All right. Uhtred.
So we have 3, right? These 2 right here and then 1 over there.
Yep.
In this black island, it's like a wall.
Yep. Really? Big boy shots. I think you got pretty good range on that.
It's 60 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can hit like really all of them, I think.
So that's not who are these 2 people right here? Is that the monk and
Yeah. Yeah, you can hit any of them.
so I guess I could go run by the monk or whatever and try to shoot this one by this wall.
It's probably good move.
With a sacred flame. So it's got to make a dexterity 14.
Yeah. Dexterity check.
Dexterity save 14.
Right behind lanes. The other side of the lane.
Natural 20.
Jeez. Okay.
Good.
Got some hot dice going on tonight.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I got that nat 20 on bathing.
Baby.
Classic.
Then I
That just
rolled a
means
5
you're
in
really clean
combat.
though.
Yeah,
I
rolled
still
a
got
5 in
stuff on
combat.
my dice.
So Uhtred, now it's frogs, and then it's Absalom. My movement speeds.
It would be 30 feet right next to Uhtred.
Uhtred. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One more? Farther? This?
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on this guy back here.
Excellent. It's an attack roll, correct?
Yeah, it's a ranged attack.
Excellent. Plus 4 to that.
That'd be a natural 1.
Excellent. And so it just blazes through and hits the side of this fort, which you can tell is a combination of like stone and wood, and there's vines and things growing up all over it. Splashes against the outside of this and freezes some of that vinage.
Did I get anything from the?
It wasn't quite enough. It would. Yeah.
Makes sense to why
Just
missed.
too much going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Becky gonna do?
All right.
She's still.
Absalom, you are up.
Okay, so Aaron went for like a feint action, so I'm just like, "Rah!" And like as he does that, I'm gonna just grab my daggers, both of them, and just roll forward. And I'm gonna swing. Actually, it looks like I'm gonna swing with the high one, but, so it's like more distracted, and then go for its area of my. So,
okay.
Fake out.
Double fake out.
Double fake out.
Which is weird because for the illusion, you're basically like swinging towards its belt line and then its kneecap.
Yeah. But do I see the?
Yes, you see.
You saw it. Yeah, you were on that 20.
Yes, you did.
I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Sorry. Actions. There we go. So dagger. I get advantage because you're held action, right?
Yeah, because I'm basically running at it, being like, "Yo, I'm the major threat."
I need to split up the group.
I rolled 6.
I just don't know what's going to come next.
20 dirty.
Because
Dirty 20 will hit.
there's 5 on this side and 2 on that side.
With advantage.
That's why I kind of stayed in the middle.
I get, yeah, I can see that. I guess we can go to your side, right?
He takes 9 damage.
And expires. Oh. Yeah, so as you slash through, and you said your main attack is going for its abdomen area. Yeah, you just, and it spills open and drops to the ground.
Is there, and there's, I can't throw my dagger that far, so I'll keep the other. I'll just kind of, actually, I'll just, how far away is that? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, yeah, okay. I bonus action double move. I'm going to stab this guy in the stomach with my left hand.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
I love being a rogue. Is help action only for 1 move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural one. Yeah, so you swing at this thing and it's able to evade you. Again, you see like this weird shimmer.
Sorry, it's a 7.
7.
7, so it's 13.
Oh.
Yeah.
13. As you see this shimmer come through, you kind of swing through, but then you curve your knife around and pull back and you stab straight in the neck. Go ahead and roll your damage.
They look very similar on the size.
Yeah, I get that. I make that same mistake with like real dice.
There's the 5d6. Just kidding, it's not d6. 4. One damage.
Yep. Yeah, and so it's a glancing blow, but you can tell the thing did not expect to hit. It kind of backs up a little bit. Alton, you're up.
Okay, so I'm in like this manic rage. So as Lance comes across, decapitates this dude. I'm like, I spit on his body, and I think I'm the guy by the wall.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me see your stick. So I run this way, which I can make it. I'm just gonna be toppled.
Yeah.
So as I'm running, I pull one of my batons off my belt. I'm gonna come behind his knee as I get up to him and smack him with the baton in the back of his right knee. Okay. Then I'm gonna use my left hand to grab his head and slam his face into the wall.
Excellent. So go make your first attack.
First attack. So yep, that'll hit. 19.
19 will absolutely.
Second attack. Less good, but still 14. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm raging. 16.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Sweet. Yeah. So I hit with both. First one. The tone.
I think the rage only plus 3.
Oh, you're right. It only applies to damage. So it was less.
14, yeah, 14. So, yeah,
okay,
14.
Sweet. Okay, you're right. Perfect. Okay. Less good. So 5 on the first hit.
Excellent.
But that's enough to kill him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So as you kind of run up, yeah, you do stumble a little bit, and you do kind of go on all fours for a moment, and you just feel that heat just rush all the way to your hands. You get up to him, you snap under his knee, which is bent at like an odd angle, the way that his leg is, but it's still enough. You hit hard enough to pull him up straight off of his feet, grab him under his chin, slam him into the ground. Your palm goes all the way to the ground. Felt good. Felt good.
Real good.
All right. It is the last creature's turn.
Oh, did he not die yet?
No.
Oh, for
I
real?
just
Dang.
I missed.
Dang.
I missed too.
It's a small
Everybody
seashell type thing, like a pipe almost. Looks like one of those long conch shells. Pulls it, blows into it, and then he takes a jab at you.
Yeah.
The magic
I guess
conch.
That's my finest horn ever.
Okay.
Have you seen Jack Black's Sax Man?
Yeah.
That's what that was like. Hey, Sax Man!
And he's gonna take a run. He's gonna try to run.
Opportunity?
Yes.
Gank him. That's on his turn. So
19.
Do it. Yep, that'll
I'll
hit.
do it. Got him like
did
a
you
fish.
use Insightful Fighting?
6 damage. Yeah, so he
7 total.
takes a run. You take a swipe. He runs like another 5 or 10 feet before he drops to the ground, and just blood oozing over his shoulder.
With my goblin being clannish like kobolds, or I dealt with them, would I known anything about the shell or how to use it?
You are familiar with that concept. That is a warning. That was a warning blast.
Would I know how to call it off?
No.
Could I try?
It was specifically, you can try anything.
You remember what the
like
bat
to
wings
try.
sound like?
I'm gonna run up there and try.
Okay, so you just, you run up to him. You
Great,
go
he
around,
brings
you
you
grab
more.
this shell. Go ahead and
I'm
do whatever
gonna
you're gonna try to do.
for the dance while I do it or whatever. He blows into it and
Call the dragon.
Just
Get the dragon.
Oh, dragon.
give it. Since he did a couple of short ones, I'm just gonna do one elongated one.
That was retreat.
Make a performance check.
Just imagine you like the Three Amigos.
Yeah.
He did the little one did a
Anytime I'm
retreat.
not
He called the backup army.
Or you two rolls.
That
would be a 7. Nothing has happened.
You brought the cow for me.
That's so bad.
I called them off, guys. It's okay.
You called reinforcements.
That's what I'm saying.
What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna take the shell thingy with me.
Loot the bodies, these things?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So-
As to kind of take some time to search around these corpses now of
Are the illusions still running around?
the ghosts.
Yeah.
Yes, you could just see through them more than you could.
I don't do this yet.
Were you saying something, Justin?
Yeah, so just for clarity, are we where we're supposed to be, or are we outside of a building, or are we in ruins? I don't know what we're specifically looking for.
It's like the fort.
Yeah.
Is this the fort?
Yeah, is this the fort?
This here is probably about a 20-foot tall stone wall. The gates are in shambles, but you can tell that there was a large gate at this area. That 20-foot wall goes all the way around. You can tell that there's some sort of buildings, one here and here, and then there's a large building that looks to be 2 stories. Now that you guys actually have a moment to kind of look, it's like a 2-story building with the upper floor mostly caved in, vines and trees growing out of it. But it is a stone building.
Did my ray of frost blow a hole inside the building?
It kind of like frosted up some of the vine.
Before we do this, there's more. Sure.
I don't think we should take time to loot, right?
Yeah, we should do this later.
But as you search through that one body that's right next to you, you find 2 small mirrors, almost like compact-sized mirrors, like palm-sized mirrors. One of them is cracked. There's a small painted wooden horse with the paint kind of worn on it, a pair of engraved bone dice, and a disgustingly filthy embroidered silk handkerchief.
Oh, got a hanky.
I want to move up.
Take the mirrors. The horse.
Okay.
So we move to this main building.
All right. You approach the main double doors.
I'll walk with Eric.
You're doing this right at combat, right? You're asking
Yeah.
like I'm still raged.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm gonna come right.
All right. You have 1 round before you would lose your rage. So you know. So
I thought it lasts for like an hour.
no.
No,
You have to be attacked or attack.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as we go, I'm gonna smack myself in the face a few times.
If you want to take damage to do it, then I'll allow it.
You have to do it every 6 seconds.
Do you need me to punch you in the face?
I think I can handle it. Thank you.
Can't punch a dead body.
But you can see that these are these double doors that are closed, some vines kind of wrapping up over them, and they look like they could like swing open wide and have big grand.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to kick them open.
They open out.
They did open.
Yeah, you can still try.
They
to
are
band
gonna
down
open
these.
in.
You're
Yeah.
also raging. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could band and grab us.
Yeah, we're gonna inward doors these guys.
All right. String check. You're gonna assist.
I'll 8 if you let me.
100%.
Yeah.
You actually use as the rating.
13.
Yeah, there we go.
17. Or no, 15. Sorry, 15.
A 15. Go ahead and roll your damage. Because they don't instantly smash open. They
Is it gonna be like just my
just like
D4s?
a melee
Yeah.
attack roll.
or like my 2d6, like my greatsword? Probably not that.
Yeah, not that much. Just do 1d4. I hate just one. Just one.
Plus 5, so 7.
7. The doors crack and like smash off the hinges to where you think they could be open. They don't fly open outright. So, but maybe like if there was something that was maybe barricading them, yeah, that's been destroyed.
So now they should push open, right?
Well, they still open outward. But
Let's do it.
you could force them inward again.
We hit him again.
Is there a chance that I got
Okay.
any splinters from this?
No, but I'll consider this attacking.
Hey!
Another boy. We hit it
Let's
again.
do it.
Oh crap.
That sounds
That's
cool.
broke. This thing's broken. 19 on the dice, but yeah, like 26.
19. Okay, so you're just trying to kick it.
26, yeah.
All right, so the doors just kind of shatter into 1,000 splinters, and as it does so, you can see like some of the doors like fall open, but some of the splinters kind of catch in midair.
That's no good. It's a splinter monster.
And you can see it kind of like look about like these splinters and debris is just kind of like exploded into midair, just kind of floating ever so slowly before you can start to see a faint fizzing coming from the wood bits. Fizzing?
Oh, so it was an illusion too?
You can see 2 large, long tables, maybe 15, 20 feet on either side, cold fireplaces ahead of you, old red carpet runner that runs straight ahead, probably about 40 feet to a small staircase, which then in turn goes up to a second floor.
I want to, I guess it'd be an investigation, but I'm looking for any like runes or any magical object or something like that that would catch my eye.
Show yourself.
Inside?
Yeah, but I'm not going in. I'm just like
Okay, from where you are, you cannot see anything. But let's go ahead and clear the map. Okay.
Question.
Yes.
These mirrors that I picked up, I got 2.
You did.
Do I assume that they picked them up because A, they're shiny, or B, they're signal mirrors?
Make a nature check.
You ain't smart enough.
To see how much you know these.
You don't. I don't know
You
anything.
understand some of these creatures.
16.
Okay,
16.
maybe.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Oh, shiny. No.
You like one of those craps ones where you
Got here. Alright, make sure this is the right one. Right, you guys are all stacked up here. What's our order? I know that we've got.
I know I was up front because I was just
we've
checking.
got Van Dam and
Yeah,
Eric.
they kicked the doors in.
you guys are here, straight up front. Brogs, you're basically like right on top of them. What's everybody else doing?
I was looting a little bit, so I'm a little bit behind.
Okay. You're just searching that one, or you want to search some of the other ones?
I do.
Gonna go check out those buildings.
I see that they kick open the door.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's everybody else's kind of stacked up order here? So I know.
I was right behind Eric and
I guess I'm behind the
Alton.
10.
I mean, looking at the one, looking at the other one that what's his face kicked in. Was it looked like it had pockets and stuff?
That one's actually farther away from you. You can go check any of those things out. I'll allow it.
I know you would, but you also use that to attack me when
I would absolutely attack you if I could. All right. What do you guys do? You see this debris just kind of floating in midair in front of you.
If no one takes the time to walk in, Brogs is just going to walk in out of curiosity.
Yeah, I'm moving in.
It's still fizzling away though, right? The debris.
I move in, and
Does it
he's going to do
disappear?
an investigation check.
At this point?
No, but you will see something else happen.
Oh boy. I'm going to
Goodbye,
investigate
Brogs.
as I'm
I
walking
say,
in.
show yourself.
Yeah. You say this as you begin to step forward.
Yeah, we did that on purpose. It's all ambience.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong book. My bad. My bad, guys. Wrong book.
Nope. I've got one in my
no,
book.
it's off. Sorry, they're all stacked up. Professional DM, boys. Professional DM. I need both Vrogs and Eric to make dexterity saving throws.
My best one. Rolled bad. I rolled a 2.
Excellent.
15.
Awesome.
About that.
No,
You have to roll at
15
least
and probably
30.
succeed.
Say goodbye to your life.
2
So I
and 16.
tried to get these to print correctly. They did not. So I'm still working on these, but I mean, like, no joke, like 15 tries. I wasted almost an entire bottle of recipe.
All right. No.
Oh,
What the heck is that?
Another trap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on this cube.
Yeah, 100%.
Eric, as you move forward, show yourself. You feel your air being pulled from you as you are sucked into this space of weightlessness, and you immediately begin to feel the burn. Brogs, as soon as you touch your skin, you hear Becky go, "No!" and you pull back, almost against your own will. So you are able to avoid being engulfed. Let's see. Eric, however, you are engulfed.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Is it a gelatinous cube? I can't really tell what it is.
It is. It is, in fact, a gelatinous cube. You take 8 acid damage.
That hurts.
All right. I will pick up. I'll just go ahead and pick up our previous. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and roll initiative again. I want to give everybody the chance.
I like this dice better. Switch
Yeah.
dice.
That's working out for you.
Yeah.
I think I used up all my luck.
All right, 25 to 15. Good pick, yeah. 25 to 15.
I got a 16.
Anybody higher than 16?
I got 16.
Yes, I got 20 total.
What was that?
Sorry. 20 total, 30, 20.
Carmack. And then we had 2 16s.
Danny's dex is higher than mine.
All right.
Sorry, I actually did. I just rolled. I also have a dirty 20.
Also 3 20. Nice. Who's got
And I
the
have +1 on my deck, so we need to roll again.
So do I, yeah. All right. I got a 1.
10. I almost got a 1, but then it rolled. That would have been funny.
All right.
2 to 4 real quick.
15 to 10.
13.
13.
Dude, we should invest in a soundboard. It'd be so fun. A soundboard?
You get like a Sirenscape thing. I thought.
Soundboard over there.
Okay, so everybody else, what you guys get?
7.
7.
I got a 5.
Oh.
There's some real good ones out there.
All right, Carmack, what's it gonna be?
All right, so
Man, come on for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Sky's the limit.
so I see Eric kind of get pulled into whatever this.
Yeah, and at this point, you can see bubbles just rippling off of his body, just like carbonation.
We're getting melted, dude.
Got it.
You better help me out.
I'm trying to think of what Carmack would do.
Yeah, but you can.
I guess if we all grab it.
Yeah, probably. That's what I would do. That's my.
Taryn, you're up next, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, you get a chance though. There's a lot of people to go. I remember that.
Do I have to roll?
I'll remember that.
I think I'm gonna just attempt to grab a hold of Eric and pull him out.
Okay.
I don't know how good this is gonna go since.
I like it.
What are you doing? Grappling me and pulling me out?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and grab you and pull you out.
Atta boy.
Make a strength check.
Thick boy, dude.
Athletics.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get sucked in.
Yeah, I know. My athletics is not great.
Is that nat 20, Lance?
I got a nat 5.
That's your total?
Yeah.
Excellent.
You're awesome.
You take 7 acid damage as you reach into this space. And as you grab onto Eric, you're unable to make a good grasp on him as your hands just slide away from him. You have to pull back. It hurts too bad.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
Boy.
Nope. I would consider. I mean, I figure that considers like a full action sort of deal.
Yes, that is an action to do so.
Yeah.
All right, Taryn, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna attempt something, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna run around to the side of the cubes. Can I get around to the side of them, or are they blocking the doorway?
You're completely blocking the door. So your door, can you see this at all? Probably not.
No.
Your door is the front 2 spaces. These things
Yeah.
take up 4. And
So is there an angle at which I can make a straight line through both of them, or no? I just because of the amount of space they're taking up.
Yeah, because you can go from corner to corner. So if you go to this very edge,
Okay.
you kind of blow through both corners.
I'm going to use Windstream, and it is a 5 foot wide, 30 foot long Windstream. That's why it's called Windstream. But I'm going to also attempt to blow Carmack and Eric out of it if I can. I might not be able to.
Yeah, at this point, Eric's the only one that's inside.
It's just me.
Yeah, I reached in, pulled my arm out, so I'm not
Okay.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to blow him out if I can. So,
It's gonna be. Is this strength saves from all parties?
yep, strength saves from everyone within the line.
Do I want
So do I need to go ahead and make a strength save too? Just
Yeah, I guess. You don't really know that it's happening, so
Okay.
couldn't hear anything inside the cube, right?
You're unaware of this happening, but you are going to feel the force kind of rippling through. In fact, actually,
separation.
Here's how I'm going to rule this. Only if this thing fails will you get the chance to roll.
Okay.
If it succeeds, then you stay within it, and it just kind of holds itself up.
Okay.
All right. So it rolled. Ah, crap! I rolled huge. 16, and this is a what is it? Constitution.
That's strength.
Strength. I got an 18 total.
Okay, so it takes half damage.
Okay. Yes. You don't. The other one, 15. No, I'm sorry, 12.
That one takes full damage, and I don't think this matters, but it's not prone.
It's immune.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. So.
It did the same
It's
chicken.
listed on your condition immunity. It's immune to prone.
Because it's already prone.
So I rolled an 8. So the one takes half damage, the other one takes full damage.
Okay. All right, Absalom.
Adam?
Yes.
From that experience, could I tell if I attempted it again that it could work, or do I think there's no way I can blow them out?
So as you do this wind stream, it shoots forward, this force of will, and it ripples through the first one, and you can see like parts of it tear a little bit.
Okay.
The second one, you blow a chunk of it off, and it sloughs onto the ground and sizzles a bit.
Okay.
What does Absalom know about these?
I'm sorry, your total was 8 damage?
Yes. Half to the one.
What does
Freaking.
Absalom?
Make a nature check. Sorry.
12.
Not a whole lot. Highly acidic. They basically just engulf and dissolve.
Do I know if my weapons even have an effect?
You know that your weapons could have an effect. Also, you don't know much about oozes, but you know that some of them can be really damaging to weapons, armor.
I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow. Right at Eric's face.
Yep. Rough.
23.
23 hits. Sprouts out of a barn. Or miss.
Yes, we're trying to hit your AC or
11 damage.
AC.
11 damage. Nice.
Mhm.
Frogs, you're up.
Imagine the arrow just goes like this.
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at it.
Yeah, to speak of this, your arrow flies in, kind of like drifts down a little bit, like, a few inches in, and sizzles.
Yeah. I just imagine like feeling right in his face.
You pull the creature.
Just like,
So I'm gonna choose cold for my Chaos Bolt. It just forms my hand, so I just curl it.
Medium.
That is
but not extra large.
8 damage total.
You make an attack first, right?
Yeah.
oh, can I move backwards? I wanted to move.
I mean, let's roll a 1.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. Excellent.
So does that double?
Yeah, it's double your damage.
So 16.
Yes.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, 16.
Yeah, 16 total damage.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
so,
type?
Yeah. So this bolt of energy, prismatic at first, erupts from you, changing red, blue, and then eventually settles in this dark crystalline blue. Hits the side of the cube and freezes up the side, and a big portion of it just crumbles and shatters to the ground. 16 damage, nice.
I gotta roll on the wild magic table. We're good.
All right. Isn't natural 20 something?
I thought it was something.
It's only when you actually roll it. Yeah, my bad.
On the magic table, if I roll a natural 1, then something
That's what
happens.
Yep. Utrecht, you were up.
So how much of the cube is left that has Eric in it?
Am I exposed at all? That's the one I was shooting at.
You know what? I at this point, if something, for the moment, as you can see, it's starting to fill in the gaps of where this happened because it's happening so fast.
Mhm.
There is a brief portion where you can see a good chunk of Eric's arm. I'll give So the rest of this round, I'll give advantage on the strength to try to pull him out.
I'm gonna use Thorn Whip to try to wrap it around him.
Okay.
So I could try to pull him like out of the cube.
Ouch.
All right.
Just D20, right?
Yep.
6, 14, so
20.
20 hits. Hits your AC. Yep. Yeah. So Thorn Whip flies in. This do damage.
Yep.
This is just
fine
one,
now.
1d6, right?
Yeah, it's also going to get
5.
minus. Okay, so.
All right. So whips in, immediately starts to sizzle and burn. You pull him free just as it snaps. But Eric, you fall prone in the doorway.
Yeah, because I can pull him up to 10 feet.
Right.
Because how thick is the cube?
Tell him, dude. Tell him.
It's 10
You don't
feet.
know.
Okay, yeah, because I can pull him 10 feet towards me.
So yeah, I'll give it another 5.
I don't know. Have you taken any?
No, I take that back because the Thorn Whip, because it's
Did you
into
take
the
any
acid, it
damage
kind of
Okay,
dissolves
that's
as
fair.
he breaks free. So he's free, but somewhat.
Hey, 5 better than the other 7.
Do you have a bonus action?
It's actually less than that.
He's like 5 feet out.
You have bonus
so it's not a
action?
full 10, it's just 5. No. All right. Anything else?
You don't have any feet.
All right. It's the
Yeah, he's not
ooze's
down,
turn.
right? It's just
What
he's
is
just
that?
prone because of like getting pulled out.
Right. Okay. Yeah, he's still conscious. Okay. It's at this point that anybody that can see through the oozes sees several chunks of the wall fall to the ground. You see several more
oozes?
of these oozes
massive
drop
Oh,
to the
great.
ground.
Oh, really,
Partially these little turds.
really cute from Hearthstone.
Yeah.
So what is our job here again?
We're supposed
To
to
clear this out and take it back.
Clear it out. Take it back. Future board.
They are.
Well, it goes through illusion, right?
Probably.
Job done.
Whose turn is it?
The oozes.
Which I was a little bit back when I casted that because I
Yeah.
love to.
And so as this happens, they move 10 feet and then drop into a pool. So they look like just pools of liquid on the ground. The oozes at the door are unable to move forward, actually.
Hey, that's nice.
Because they're stuck. Are they too big to fit through the door? Okay.
They're kind of like,
Siege.
you know, I take this back. One of them is able to move into the doorway.
He's smaller now, I guess.
Is it re-engulfing?
Is this place stone? Right?
What is that?
This place is stone, right?
Yeah, he got pulled like 10 feet.
Yeah, actually, it's now adjacent to you. All right, Alton, you're up.
It's not good.
Adjacent to you as well.
Oh boy.
I picked you up.
So the question of the hour. I assume I'm not raging anymore, but
No, I'm sorry. It does get a pseudopod attack. I rolled one. But it attacked you. It doesn't have to hit you, right? If you're attacked, you don't have to take damage. For rage.
stood.
Yeah, I think it attacked you. So
Yeah,
you
you're
stood,
attacked.
You made
Okay.
damage.
So then,
Yeah,
were there
you're
any
attacked.
pieces of door that we not like board pieces?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I pick up one of those and just repeatedly bash it
All right. Yeah.
because not trying to meta, but I saw your arrow go into it. I saw you steaming. I saw the door steaming. And I don't
Your
want to stick
armor
my
probably looks
batons
funny
into
right
it.
now.
12.
Hit.
Hey, and 20.
20?
Not natural.
Oh yeah. Your other hit.
No.
I was like 20
So is it
damage was
is
a
it
piece of
D4
work.
with an improvised weapon?
I need to play this custom class.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
5 on the first.
Okay.
And 3 on the second.
Excellent. Yeah, you're taking chunks of it, like basically scooping away,
And then am I able to take a step back?
and it will make a pseudopod attack towards you. I roll a 4.
Okay.
So, yep, so you take a step backwards.
Actually.
I roll minimum damage on both of those.
Right.
True, you did good on the die.
It's great that I like pulled this out and we immediately go back outside.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you gotta take it back because that was just one weapon. I was thinking still 2 attacks, but I can't do that.
Okay, yeah, your second damage was 3, right?
Yep. First was 5. So there's 5 damage.
Yep. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, thanks for that. Okay. All right. That was Eric. You're up.
Okay, brilliant. Is all my gear destroyed?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a great pudding, so it's good. I want to stand up, so have my movement. I'm definitely in the second wind.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Nice.
So is that an 8? 3. No, it's not.
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
Are these little things on the side, are they also acidic looking, or do they look like a totally different creature?
Yeah, so they look like stones, like a chunk of the brick wall that fell to the ground, and as it did so, it kind of sloshed a bit and then reformulated. It moved a little bit and then turned back into a puddle. You do not see any like direct sizzling or anything to that effect coming from them.
Okay.
I want
you have to make your own
also
judgment on that.
Can we even see them? I guess we can see through these.
You can see these two in the front are completely transparent.
I want to action search,
Okay.
and I want to stab my greatsword into this first one.
Yep.
So just make an
Hit
attack.
it.
Super good. 23.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Excellent.
And I want to tell Drogs. I leave it in there. So I stick it in and I leave it in there. Drogs. Witchful. And I back off like 15 feet.
All right.
I stick it in.
Carmack.
All right.
John Malkovich, you hear that from Rounders?
I stick it in.
You remember that? When he's like the Russian
I've never seen
KGB?
That's such a good movie.
Yeah, it's so good. Anyway, that's what
Carmack, you're up.
I pay
Okay. So I realized sticking my arm in this thing is a bad idea.
Also, Daddy, can you move me back or whatever? I moved back a couple 15 feet or 10 feet or whatever.
So once again, I am going to at least keep a little bit of distance, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the one that's already been damaged. It has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
-1.
So yeah, like this cacophonous bell ringing happens and reverberating through its structure. And unfortunately, I didn't roll very well, but it takes 1 damage. So.
What was that?
It takes 1 damage.
Its condition or its immunities are probably pretty good.
All right, Taryn.
Tara Laren, roll out, boy. Justin, that's you, my guy.
Sorry, my wife was talking to me. Okay, so I want to try something, and you got to tell me how possible this is.
Super possible.
So, which one is? Can you like touch the one that has been damaged already?
Both of them have. This one more so.
And which one has the lightning rod in it?
This one as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the other one.
Okay.
I'm going to slam down my staff, and wind begins spiraling around me, and I'm going to create a whirlwind.
Okay.
And so this allows me to create a 20-foot radius sphere at a point in which I can see. So I don't want to suck us up into it. I want to suck up the cube, and I want to suck up those other 2 little things next to it. And so they have to roll a strength saving throw for damage, but anything that's inside of that sphere that weighs less than 100 pounds, including the creatures, I can move to any location within inside of the sphere.
Awesome. All right. So what kind of a saving throw was it?
It is a strength.
All right. So that is cubes first. Natural 1 and 14.
14 is the save, so they make it so they take half damage.
Okay, and then
But I can still,
2 black, 2 gray oozes. Huge. Yeah, I rolled 16 and 18 on the dice.
okay, so they take half damage. But what I would like to try and do is, so this spell specifically says that I can move them into an unoccupied space. However, just with the nature of the gelatinous cube, can I try and force the 2 little gray blobs into the cube?
You move all of them, or only the ones that failed?
I move. Let me double check this. I think I can move.
Probably the 2 that failed.
Only
Sure if they
Only
succeed.
one of them failed, actually.
Oh,
But it was
yeah,
the
whichever one
that-
rolled 1.
It was the one right in front of the door, or in the doorway, I guess.
I think he was going for the
one that didn't.
the only one he wasn't going for was the one with the sword.
Yeah, so I can move the cube, right? Because it got a 1, you said, right?
Yeah, and that is the one with the sword in it, by the way. That's the one that failed.
Okay. Can I push it and put it on top of the other 2 gray blobs?
It's an unoccupied
Yes.
space, right?
Right, but that's the question I was going to ask you. It's an occupied space because obviously a chair can't be on a chair, but with the nature of the cube being gelatinous,
So it has to be unoccupied, then you can move it right next to him. But yeah, those are
okay.
It's kind of counterintuitive with what we're trying to do.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to. I was intentionally not trying to move the one with the like. I didn't want that one in the radius. That's why I was saying I was aiming for the other one.
Thank you guys. I was trying to hope they get stuck inside. Then when you lightning bolt it,
Yeah, unfortunately, because those squares would be occupied. So if you do not want to move it to the unoccupied square, you can just leave it where it is.
Okay, it takes damage. So.
Yep.
2 damage.
Excellent. That's your full damage.
That's it. The other ones don't take damage. Sorry.
No, they do not.
No, they saved.
That's how I felt too.
It goes off. All right.
Smack my leg.
It is
And
Jared.
the last thing. Hold on,
Yeah.
one last thing. Is there
Yeah.
anything inside of that sphere as far as like debris or anything?
There are 2 chairs and like the very corner of a large table.
All right. No, I'm good.
Absalom and then Broggs.
okay, I'm gonna shoot the. Are we adjacent at all?
You guys, no, you actually everybody that was adjacent had moved away.
That's hilarious.
Since I'm in like behind everybody in the crowd, can I use my hide action or bonus action?
Yeah, I'll say you're at least.
Am I obscured? Am I obscured now?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're welcome to try.
Come on. Sorry, my app's acting really funny.
Broggs,
I had it
you're
right
up after this.
I had my turn ready.
You just need to give us some dice.
Really, yeah. Okay, I got the stuff. 9 on the hide check. Probably nothing, but I'm gonna take another shot at the one without the sword.
Okay.
I see what they're trying to do. I get it. So just toss one shot to it.
Actually, from where you are, you can only see the one with the sword in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna move.
Well, I mean, you can see it, but this thing, it's blocked. You hit the one with the sword in it anyway. He's taking up the entire doorway.
Oh, there's just. I thought it was 2 big doorways. But no, he's stuck in it.
He's occupied. He's there, and so he's the.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna ready my action after the bolt.
Okay.
In case if he survives, I shoot it. So.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm gonna
Just 'cause I just wanna see this.
Tides of
Here's one.
I'm gonna use Tides of Chaos
I'm gonna move again.
which gives me advantage on my next attack roll, ability check, whatever. So
going to use Witch Bolt and target his sword, which is inside the thing.
Okay.
Good. 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And do 1d12. You can sustain it. Yeah. So it takes 4 damage.
Okay.
This go around, and then on each of my turns, I can roll another d12 to deal more damage to it, as long as I stay within range of it, which is 30 feet.
So this like black and white lightning erupts from you and strikes into this thing, and you see like in flashes like this connection that exists between you and the sword at this point. And then most of the time there's nothing there, but occasionally just like with a flash of lightning you can see it. Still just kind of tethering the two of you.
Take my shot.
Yeah, go ahead and fire your shot.
I wanted to make sure I hit that. So.
Another 9. Not good.
With a 9 will hit.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah. Well, time.
With Tides of Chaos, long rest before I get it back, and when I go to reuse it, you can have me roll on the table.
Okay.
Good enough, you big boy, big.
8. Nice. You can see it almost looks like it's starting to melt.
Oh wait, I gotta roll.
Utrip, you are up.
So how are the cubes looking?
This one's the one in the front. You can actually start to see it now. You can see like what looks like almost like water running on glass.
Okay.
You can see it starting to melt.
And the other one is
Fine.
Doesn't
Invisible.
care. The one's bloody, the other one doesn't care.
You can still see the debris floating in it, but that's the only.
Can I hit the one that is still flying?
Or
is it seeable?
It gives some sort of magic. It's a tricky thing. It's you technically can't see it. You know where it is based on the debris that's inside of it, but anything that you would do to try to hit it would actually hit this, unless it's some sort of magic that would.
So guiding bolt.
Pass through it or something like that.
Guiding bolts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
exactly
what he
what it
has.
is.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to guiding bolt that one.
Hit the nail on the head there. What'd you get? 14?
So then these things are probably turkeys in the hole. Yeah.
For the record,
46?
it's 6 is the target. It's the lowest AC.
Pretty good.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 damage. Nice.
Radiant?
Yeah, this just pillar of light just flashes in front of it.
And the next time it gets hit, it gets.
Oh, the next attack, yeah, has advantage on it.
Oh yeah, and so now you can see the whole thing looks like a glitter bomb.
Yeah, it's like glimmering.
Excellent. Oozes are up. The one is going to shift forward. I believe it's either Broggs or Alton that is the closest. How far did you back up?
I was with it. I have to be within 30
I think
feet
Brock
of
is
it.
the closest one there.
I was back a little bit.
You're
When
back a little bit? Okay, so
yeah.
it just moves towards you. It's unable to
Yeah.
get all the way to you.
Don't worry, you're on it, Trav.
Your boy's squishy, man.
I know you're scared. I'll get a thorn whip and take you out.
Alton, you're up.
Same thing again. I'm swinging my board into his face.
You just kind of run up.
Big old jelly face. Shoot. I'm glad these things don't have very high AC. That was a
So you should
6.
like cast on this.
6.
We should
That's
cast
it.
on it.
As you kind of like grab the thing, you're like, give it.
Sweet. See if I can roll minimum damage again. Ah, it was cocked.
Now you have all your spells.
Hey.
I
That
just wanted to make sure I
6.
used the one.
Yeah, you did.
Damage. All right. And you back up at all?
Yep. As far as I can go.
Is that average then? 4. That's not even average.
Well, not run, but
Yeah,
if you'll let me step back like 10 or 15 feet, I'll do it.
Absolutely will. It takes an attack at you 15 versus AC.
That ties.
Okay. Ooh, buddy. You take 11 acid damage as this thing rips into your arm, and you can feel your skin just peel away with it.
So the next attack has.
You actually see that
advantage,
it tried to grab you and pull you towards you, just able to shrug it off. So you've got this big ring of burn around here.
This is
Yeah,
the
I
next
know.
attack. You're gonna get so much target.
All right.
It's India's right now.
Eric,
Thanks.
you are up.
Did you attack it?
He did.
Did you with advantage?
That was the other one.
I still hit it.
You didn't attack the glimmering one though.
Guiding bolt. You did the one that hadn't been hurt as much, right? That was
Yeah,
the
I
one in the
didn't
back.
use advantage, but I hit either way.
Oh, okay.
That was the one in the back.
You didn't attack that one.
Okay.
He had melee.
Got
Made
it.
it visible for us to see.
But Eric, you're up.
Oh, I'm up. All right. I'm gonna pull out a hand axe. Throw it. 14.
Hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
10 damage.
10 damage. Nice.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, with this hand axe of destiny.
Yeah.
Splatters. It is still constituted, but now it's got like this milky, opaque kind of a sheen to it.
I also back away.
Okay.
I'm gonna encourage everyone to stay back. Away
15 feet.
Yeah.
Keep your distance.
Keep distance on it.
All right. Carmack, you're up.
Bull trash.
Let's just
All right.
kind of.
Where am I in relation to the
Maybe.
door?
Yeah, so you're about 10 feet away. As you guys have basically, been kiting it. You've been backing up as it's kind of been moving forward. You're much faster than it, even at half speed.
And these are like 10 feet cube.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna get 10 feet of, 10 feet away, so not like right next to it, but like one back. And basically, like, you see me kind of like get a little closer, and then I start to open my mouth as like this frosty mist starts to come out of the side of it. And I open up my mouth and I release my cold breath to blast a 15-foot cone.
Awesome.
So it should be within that range, basically.
Yeah, both of them are
Do
actually.
they have to make a Constitution saving throw?
Because he's attacking a second. They're making saving throws.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The first one, actually, I still got a 12 on it. That was my low one. My high one's at 22.
The low one was a 12.
Yeah, low one's a 12.
Yeah, they both save.
They both say, okay. This is all or none, right?
No, they take half damage on the successes. So they're gonna take normal damage would be 6, so it's 3 halved. 3 cold damage. And then I take a couple steps back just to put some space in between myself and them.
Okay. Let's see, Taryn, you're up.
I'm going. Am I next to one?
No, you could move up to be in the space of one. I'm assuming that everybody's just using their speed as an advantage to make sure they don't get engulfed.
How close am I to one?
So you are 15 feet away.
And that's far enough away to not get eaten by one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna run it.
Space.
Huh?
It has to move into your space.
Okay. I'm gonna run in and hit one with my staff.
It was like 10.
15. But yeah. 15. I'm sorry, what was that, Justin?
I'm gonna run in and hit one with my staff, whichever one's closest.
Okay.
20.
Hit.
Let's see. 7.
7 points damage. So as Carmack kind of breathes this frost over it, it temporarily kind of solidifies this thing. And it's still trying to break free from that cold as you run up and just baseball bat swing into this thing, and it shatters. And so for the sake of time, this we'll say that because I think you guys have the tactical advantage now that they kind of got the drop on you and move forward. You guys are eventually able to whittle these things down and defeat them. And as such, you guys move into the manor house.
What were these things? The great things.
They gray oozes. Yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah, at this point, I should have dropped them on you first, or maybe like at the same time, because they have the ability to corrode metal, so they can actually damage.
Yeah.
They can destroy your weapons. But I realize at this point they're never going to catch up to you guys the way that you're moving. So, for the sake of time, we'll say you eventually are able to whittle them down. But you move into this room. You can see the ruined tables, the two old cold fireplaces, a red carpet that runs up to a shattered staircase at the end of the carpet ahead of you. What do you guys do?
I'm just checking.
I want to look for some of the corpses of the people that died here that were rumored. You know?
Do you all move into the manor house itself?
I'm just looking for like books or anything.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll move into the manor house.
I do pull out my sword. I do.
You can all make investigation checks for me.
Investigation. She did pretty good.
23.
17.
Okay.
19.
All right. Wild. Right. Anyone that there's nothing in this room.
Yeah,
Really. All of the wood seems to be decayed and rotten and everything to that effect until you guys begin to make your way over toward the ruined staircase. And as you do so, you're able to see through the illusion. I don't know if it will show or not. But you can see that the staircase actually does still exist. Oh, crap. Adam died. Yeah.
Something used to
Flip it. I'm going to keep going.
Do it. It's 11:30.
I'm going to keep going.
Just roll it.
All right. So you can see these. The staircase itself does exist. You're able to see through the illusion, and in fact, you see also a doorway in the middle that looks like that it may go somewhere as well. What would you guys like to do?
Go check out that doorway.
100%.
Yo, go through that door, bro. Go through that door.
Secret doors.
First, Devin is making somebody like seasick. All right, you go up to the door. It does appear to be locked.
Reacher, you wanna check the door?
Can I check it to see if it's like arcane or
This is like
Yeah, go make an arcana check. See if maybe it's trapped.
an illusion appears to be locked, or
that's
A 19. There is a trap, an arcane trap in nature. If you'd like to try to disable it, you can again use some sort of arcane check. Sure. You can see that there are faint runes kind of described in the
Can I have Becky talk me through it?
Can I get ready to help pick the lock?
Yeah, absolutely. It provides no tactical.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, she's like, I think this might be best to try to activate this thing at a bit of a distance.
I have a stick of TNT. I would like to put. I'd like to place it on the door.
TNT from?
No, I'm just kidding.
What do you want me to roll for?
You can either make an arcana check, or if you want to try to set this off at a distance, you can just fire something at it.
Use Justin's TNT.
Yeah.
Giant trap we got here, bros.
Rocket launcher.
Very process boy, dude.
Bros.
Frogs.
Hello?
1 second. Are you all right?
Can I cast True Strike, which is a cantrip,
Yep.
and it gives me advantage on an attack roll?
Okay.
I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take one of my daggers and throw it.
Excellent. Make the attack.
I'm standing right next to
He didn't say.
Was that just my?
I just heard pulling out my thieves tools, like trying to pulling out.
Yeah, I think I can open this
It's a
door.
15.
A 15. 15 will absolutely hit. So if you're pulling at these tools, you see this dagger whiz past your face, hit the door, and you see this spark of electricity.
Dex
and
save.
then it's out.
I
The
go,
door
up,
start unlocking. The door.
I go up to him and I go, I got it.
Start unlocking. The door.
All right, yeah. And so, yeah, but the two of you guys are able to get inside. You find a staircase that descends downward.
Let's do it. As we walk down, we were talking to Becky, saying, "Good job, thanks for the tip."
No problem. He's got to look out for you. You guys make your way downstairs into a large, open stone basement. In this stone basement, you can see what looks to be a large fighting pit full of sand, at least at one point. You now see a large crater, basically, a rip in the subfloor of this structure. A crevice that descends downward. You can see a little bit of water flow, and then towards the edging over here, the water drops down into basically like one of those bottomless pit things, like you see like mist kind of floating on the sides. You also see just over to the side three kobold wizards.
I don't lie, I don't know how much awakeness I have.
And as you guys descend the stairs, you see a glowing crystal, a green glowing crystal that is mounted in some sort of a pedestal, like right at the edge of the of this crater here. I'll say it's this thing. Of course, I drew it invisibly because you know it's magic. Anyway, you see this little crystal floating here, glowing faintly on the edge. And as soon as you come down the stairs, they go, "Wait, don't fight. We can make a deal with you. You've already bested the illusion, so we know you're capable, more capable than most that come this way. But we have a sacred duty to protect and to keep." And that's where we will end tonight's.
To protect what?
Protect and to keep.
To keep.
Oh, yo, 20 golden, I'm out.
All right, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Just final hiccups and the bumps and bruises, especially to the players here. Like, despite all this stuff, toppled cameras, broken glass, yeah, physical hazards. Because thanks for sticking around. All right, we will catch you guys next week. Danny, send us off.